Listen 3000.
What's going on, everybody? I am Caesar.
I am Zen.
And we are Listen 3000. Today is a very special episode for Wakanda Forever. You know the vibes. You should have got the Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, we should.
Next time. You could just dub it over that, John. But yeah, we definitely have a special amount of guests today. It's gonna be so fun. Yes, the Wakandan Council.
Yes,
exactly. This is why we need the Wakanda right there. Wakanda Forever. Somebody just got to do it. I'll just do it every now and then. But before we do that, thank you, Sound Gallery Studios, for always having us, letting us be in this amazing space. And yeah. Yes. Let's do this, right? Yeah. Let's introduce all of the gang. All of these people have been here before. These are family members of the pod, but we had to come together for a special ep. So give it up for Snowden. Whoop, whoop.
Wakanda Forever.
There we go. That's all you got to say, baby. You know what I mean? All right. And then I'm like, there's so many people. I'm like, who do I go to first? And then Dennis, the alt timeline.
Hey, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yes, of course. And then Pan. Changed by Pan? You want just Pan?
Pan is cool.
Say less. And then we got Lord Trippy. Of course, man. Always.
Yeah. What's good? Wakanda Forever, nigga cat too.
And then there's us.
Yes.
So yeah, where do we start? Just going down the movie line?
Yeah. Because I'm like, man, it's so much.
I know.
This movie was so good. So we're First of all, before we even get into it, okay. This is your spoiler warning. So if you did not see the movie before, we're not holding back. We get into it today.
Everybody dies.
So you got to 1, 2, 3, get out of here. You feel me? And come back.
1, 2, 3.
After.
Wait, you were supposed to see the movie before?
Oh, damn. He's like, I got to go to the bathroom or something.
Like, you know what? Hold up. But no, so just for everybody who didn't see it yet, we not holding back. This is spoilers. We get into it.
Yeah. That's a fact. Because my favorite part was when they brought back Robert Downey Jr.
Oh my God! Why'd you give them that already?
You shouldn't have told him, bro.
It's too early.
Spoiler warning.
Wait, a question though. Did any of y'all see it? I know you saw it. Did any of y'all see it twice already? I wanted to. Yes. I did. Y'all saw it twice? You lucky bastards.
Not yet.
You did? Wait.
Gangsta. No, I'm trying to.
3 of y'all? 4 of y'all? Pan, you didn't, right? You like me?
Not yet.
I gotta go again, man. I know.
Yeah, no, it's happening.
But I wanted to know, just see, y'all might have a better maybe distinction of saying these scenes. Because I don't remember every single thing off that first rip. It was very emotional.
So, now, when I watched it the second time, because I watched it,
you did the bootleg. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness. We don't want our Disney cards taken away. He didn't do that.
The feds.
It's okay.
That's probably the blackest thing you could have done with this black movie.
I feel like that was a good thing. That's part of the culture.
You're getting federal. But no,
you getting federal.
But no, I definitely did notice a lot of different stuff on the second time around.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Let's
all right, then why don't you start off then?
All right, so we'll do like a quick recap, and as we go through, we can all can kind of chime in and talk about some of these parts of the movie. Mm-hmm. So basically, the movie starts. Get right to it. The death of T'Challa.
Jesus.
It starts with Shuri. Mm-hmm. One thing I was noticing, and I'll preface it with this. How the parallels of this movie starting is similar to the way the first movie started with Darkness. Like, it was all black screen.
Touche.
And, the first movie started with Killmonger as a child, like, learning the story of Wakanda. Mm-hmm. This one is a prayer. Mm-hmm. It's a prayer from Shuri, asking Bass, like, yo, please help me tell my brother. I'll believe in you. Like, you know what I mean? And then it just gets right to it.
I got chills right now. Jesus, I got to go see this movie again.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So we're in the lab. Shuri, she's getting to her technical stuff, moving things around in the air. Like, yo, we got to figure out this heart-shaped herb to get, I'm trying to help T'Challa. And it's like, yo, the AI is like, yo, you might want to go see him now because I don't know if you got too much time left.
Also, with this, that scene is fast.
It's
great. Oh my God, it's fast. Like, it pulls everyone in theater like, yo, hold up. You know what I mean? It just brought even more emotion to it when it stopped being fast, once he actually passed. You know what I mean?
I feel like that it's how it happened in real life.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Chadwick Boseman passed. Wait, what?
Right.
What do you mean Chadwick Boseman? Like, that was fast because we didn't know he was sick. The second we found out he was sick was the second we found out he passed.
That's so real, bro.
That's facts.
Yeah. Super real.
That's facts.
But yeah, keep going after that.
So Queen Ramonda comes down, is like, yo, your brother's with the ancestors now. And that kind of just kicks off this story of everybody in the film dealing with the grief and the loss of T'Challa.
Can I point something out real quick?
Go ahead.
That was very impressive to me within those few moments right off the rip.
everybody was questioning if Leticia Wright could step from side character to main character and carry the film. And within those few moments, seeing her process everything, and like when she was screaming, everyone get out. And then she's like, no, like I got to fix this. And just knowing who her character was from the first one, where even M'Baku pointed out when he came to challenge T'Challa for the throne, she scoffs at tradition. She doesn't believe in the stuff that y'all believe. So for her to be in the elevator praying was very strong for me. And I was like, ooh, we're starting off tough here. And then for her to bury her, because I can't speak for everybody, but as someone who's recently lost somebody very important, you kind of bury yourself in the stuff around you to keep your mind off of it. So for her to bury herself into the technology to try to save him, and like you said, to lead to the moment of her even missing her brother passing away, really got me within the first few minutes of the film. And like you were saying, it moves fast, so you're still trying to process everything. But the theater was quiet.
As hell, bro.
There was no one talking, no one gasping. There was just, it was bliss. And I was like, it just started, bro. But going back to what I was saying, I think she proved herself in those first few minutes as someone who can step from side this main character and carry a film very well.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, that's a great point, bro.
Nah, for sure.
Great point.
For sure.
Also, sorry for your loss too, bro.
Nah, same. Yeah, bro.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
But one thing I wanted to point out about this film before we move on to the next scene, but it's how I use silence throughout the film to like make these scenes hit a little bit different.
Every single time. Every single time it was
powerful.
Wow. So powerful.
Yeah.
True.
They rolled the intro credits and it was silent, and I was the tear came down. I was
Come on, man.
That's it right there. The tear. I had a tear at the bottom of my eyelid.
Tear came down for me, man.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so then it gets to the funeral, right?
Yes, we get to the funeral.
Yeah, that was a beautiful scene.
Yes.
Obviously, you could tell from the trailer. You already knew the vibes, but like, wow, it hit. You know? But yeah, they are basically celebrating, right?
Celebrating his life.
The life. And then somebody got to help me out. What happens directly after the funeral?
Well, during
because
the
they go to the woods and then they bury him, right? With the
and then they bring the casket, kind of gets lifted into the air, into the spaceship. And you know.
I love that they take their time in that scene too. Like wow. Like I was saying, like it's sped up, and then it's like, oh, this gonna sit for a sec. Like, feel this. You know what I mean?
When the casket went from like horizontal to vertical, it felt like that was our last salute. Right? Like it felt like we Ryan said, we giving you this chance to say goodbye. Yeah. You know?
Yep. Like, and then you see it go up, like, and it takes its time.
I was in there bitching.
Come on, bro.
I was in there bitching.
I didn't know what to do. I'm just like, I'm like moving my body, like I don't know what.
I'm trying not to sniff,
bro. It's hard. It was hard.
So I don't know if it was just because I've seen it twice now, and like Zen was saying, like you notice things on the second viewing.
Yeah.
But like the music that's playing is the same music that played when he like went to the ancestral plane in the first one after he took the 100
No way.
Which was even worse for me, bro.
Right,
I was like, come on,
bro.
I didn't know that. I didn't even peep that at all.
I didn't know that either. It's the same music from when like he pops up originally and he's going to speak to his dad, and I was like,
They took their time, bro.
Just even to harken back on the music throughout the film itself, like the music throughout the film itself is incredible, bro.
Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible.
And shout out to Ryan Coogler because some of those freaking shots, yo.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Those close up profile shots were crazy. Like it, man.
Next
I'm telling you,
level.
that tear was dropped down.
it was there.
I was sad as hell.
You was not the only one at all, man, for sure. But yeah, so they take his body up, and then what happens directly after that? Is that when we go to
The court
It does the
hearing,
1 year later jump.
yes,
After the
the
funeral.
1 year later jump to the court
The
scene.
UN, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we have Queen Ramonda. She's going toward the UN. I guess it's just like a UN council meeting, but it seemed like the other world powers are a little upset that Wakanda's not sharing their vibranium.
Mm-hmm.
So, they getting their stuff off like, y'all promised us, like King T'Challa told us that we was going to get some vibranium too, and And then Ramonda, like, sitting there.
She was waiting, bro. Like, oh my God. She's just like, finish. Go ahead.
All right. Go ahead. And then she proceeds to just dog walk them off.
Dog walk them.
John, you
bad.
know what I'm saying?
Really
like,
bad.
And it was crazy. Angela Bassett, bro.
Bro, that's a whole thing in itself. So thank you.
Phenomenal.
Clap for that one.
Bro.
She
Just
just
the faces she was making and her poise and everything. It was like powerful. Like
Powerful.
It was amazing, bro.
Have you ever been in that situation though, where people are like calling you out on something,
Ooh.
and you already know you got it in the back pocket?
I know what you're saying.
Go ahead, get it out. I'm so happy for you. Bam! It's stupid. I was like, she's.
Are you finished or are you done?
Right? Are you finished or are you done? Oh no,
that's facts, bro.
Also, during that scene, right, is her explaining what happened when they stole things from her, when they stole things from the or attempted to. I'm sorry.
It intercuts.
During that's what I was about to say. Was
back
amazing.
To her and the was so fire, bro.
Ooh.
Like literally, she's talking, and then it cuts to the lab, and it goes back to her, then it cuts back to them coming in with guns, and then, bro, the Dora Milaje was already there. Like, yo, we already know what type of time y'all on. So,
which is cool. That breakdown that you sent me, who was that? So we can shout them out.
Screen Crush, Ryan
Shout
Airy.
out Screen Crush.
Shout out Ryan Airy.
Yeah, that was a great breakdown. If any of y'all want to see it,
When
they got into details.
When they went in the lab, the Dora Milaje was already in the vault.
That's literally what I was about to say, bro. Like,
So,
yo,
like, is they
Killmonger
just
called that.
chilling in there?
Killmonger called that out in the first movie, and I never peeped that. Like, remember when Killmonger gets to Wakanda and he's having that first big speech at them?
Right.
He's like, "Y'all got spies. Y'all been had spies in America. We already know." That was them the whole time. I'm like, wow, never even thought about that until I watched that breakdown. Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, so like they're there, and we get an incredible fight scene between the Dora Milaje and these French soldiers.
Yeah,
and and then it cuts back to the UN. Ramonda brings the soldiers in, like, yo, and it's
here's your dogs.
To the French lady, she's like, yo, you left these. Make sure you take them with you when you leave.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Did y'all see their faces, bro? Everyone in the room, they just. Even that lady, she was like, "Oh my god!" She's like, "No one told me about this."
Bro, when she Ramonda was like, "Yeah, like all the everything that's we found out is being sent to y'all phones as we speak." And then we about to bring the soldiers in just to let y'all know.
Then everybody's like, "What?" That was amazing. Oh my god!
No,
they hit with every scene. It's just like it's too much to talk about with this,
bro. And then after the end of that scene, she's like, "Yo, to anybody trying to find vibranium, good luck to you." And then just dips. It's like, yo, good luck to y'all.
That's one thing I do want to say. Like what you said about the scene. Like I felt every scene in this movie, you felt the stakes
every time,
and like you felt the stakes, and it's kind of hard to do. Like I was saying, this is in Phase 4 where it's not a multiversal movie at all. Yep. The stakes felt so heavy still. Like
great point.
Yeah.
Great point. Yeah. So what happens after they leave? Is that now when we are introduced to?
She goes back.
No.
Is that the Namor scene?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. With the helicopter and whatnot.
Yes. Yeah. So we get to a ship in the middle of the ocean.
Where are we in the ocean? Okay.
Yeah. And so according to Everett Ross, this is a joint venture between like the CIA and like the Marines and all that, right?
Right.
And they're using this machine that was built to find vibranium in the ocean. So they're sending. We got Lake Bell's character, who I thought was going to be more important in the film.
But again, we'll talk about this later. You never know.
Okay.
Right?
All right, yeah. But so she's kind of leading this thing. She's like walking them down. They're doing like the walkie-talkie to the people in the sea. They're looking and they're finding the vibranium in the sea, right? And the way this scene plays out is very like super tense, and it feel like a horror film.
It's a horror film.
The way it ends up, it's like
horror film.
It's like, all right, we think it's sweet, and then they get down there, they start hearing the sirens, and she's mesmerized. They pick Bull off.
The fact that they choose to use the siren call,
yes,
bro,
yes,
I was like,
oh yeah, scary.
Time out. This is smart, fantastic.
No, for real.
From that moment, I knew no, we shouldn't mess with them.
It made him seem so much more deadly,
bro.
It made him seem because you already feared the water. I mean, I can't swim, but they already feared the water, right?
Yeah.
And then before you even get to the water, I got your whole crew just walking off the ship,
bro. And it's like we don't even know what's happening at first. It's like literally the way it's happened, you just think it's music playing in the background.
I asked you. I literally was sitting in Amber. I'm like, That's a lovely song. Who? I'm like, what's happening? They're like, no, it's them. I'm like, what you talking about? Then they show him. I'm like, oh my god.
That took me a second.
Caesar would have walked out.
Yeah,
the
Caesar
would have lost.
Bro, I would have been gone, y'all. Y'all wouldn't have had me on this app. Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Oh my god, nah, bro. Like literally, they picked Bull off. Lake Bellingham was like, we not getting no readings from him. Just check back and see. She checked back. He gone. She like, what you mean he's gone?
Like that was seconds ago.
He's gone. Like, and then it's just like, then you start realizing what's happening. You start seeing people walking off the ledge, and it, bro, the shot that pans back, and you just see mad soldiers just falling off the ship.
The ship. Oh wow.
It was like, yo, what is going on, bro?
Then when you see them finally run up that joint, it's like, oh shit! Like, oh, y'all here now? Okay, all right.
I was lost. Yo, I was until the point where she was like, "It's a sonic attack." I was like, oh shit, I would have been dead. Yep, that's what's going on,
bro. I'm glad she peeped game early in the joint because she was like, all right, we need what's the
headphones or something, right?
We need something to keep the ear, like, you know what I mean?
That's true. She did peep really fast. Hella smart because I was lost.
Nah, facts. Facts. And this is the first instance in this movie, I'm gonna point this out, how they want to blame Wakanda. Because if you peep, it's the Wakandans.
Every time.
It's the Wakandans. They did this.
You already know what that was. That racial undertone the entire movie, we could talk about that all day.
Yeah.
That was crazy. They were straight up like, look what y'all be doing. Look what y'all be doing in real life. That's how I felt. Because it was immediately like, oh, it's got to be the black people.
What are you attacking us for?
Right, like, oh my God. Right when that happened, I was like,
what the hell?
Y'all be singing now. It's crazy. That was wild. Y'all be singing. Ree? Is that you?
Yeah.
No. It's gotta be. Yeah, so when they pull up, all those people are dead. But then no, explain what happens to her, because that's important.
So yeah, she's trying to get away. She winds up getting to a helicopter throughout this, the Talo Canal. That's their name.
You're gonna say it every time because I don't want to mess it up.
Canal.
Thank you.
They pulled up on her. Somehow she got away. She got to a helicopter to get out of there. She thought she was out of there.
Okay.
Namor pulls up.
Nah.
No.
Damn, when you see the silhouette,
I
was in the sky. I'm like, yo.
You
made him feel
about
heavy, bro.
Oh
my God.
They nailed the intros in this.
They nailed
the intros.
Because again, I was lost. What the fuck is going on with the helicopter? Right. And then you see this nigga like, oh damn, they snapping.
They're snapping, no. It's almost like every maybe like 2 minutes.
It showed how strong he is, yo.
Yes, it is.
That was like dope. It showed his power. Like, okay,
100%.
Because he was pulling the helicopter back at first.
He's right.
She was like, we going backwards. Oh, we going backwards?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pulling the force of a whole helicopter backwards before I even start spinning it.
No, in fact.
Yeah, his strength is
never level. Never level.
Man.
But yeah, what happens right after?
But she gets the
That's
helicopter
what I was about to
goes
say.
down.
Yes, thank you.
And then that obviously it seems like that's a wrap for her. But it just wild to me.
Oh no, we can go back to it later.
Okay.
Yeah, because you remember you were saying.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
He tried to give all the juice in.
Nah, so from
Just
there,
because basically we don't see her die. If y'all, you know what I mean.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Everyone dies. We ain't seen her die. Is all that we were pointing out. But we'll get back to it.
Yeah. So from that scene, we go back to Wakanda. It's Ramonda returning from the UN and pulling up on Shuri like, "Yo, we need the
Wait. Before you
go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry to keep butting
No,
in.
go
No,
please.
This movie is the thing that I pointed out to my girlfriend. I was like, "Are you realizing like the slight parallels that Coogler is putting in the film?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "All right." So the moment where they're approaching Wakanda, right after the UN,
I know. Okay.
and they're like the what's his name, white newscaster. He's talking about everything. She's holding her her hat, her crown. The same way T'Challa was holding his Panther mask in the first one.
And he says,
and then they're listening to how something happened in Wakanda. But for him, it was, the passing of King T'Chaka happened. But she's holding her hat in the same way, and it pans up on her. And then Okoye is like, we're home. And I was like, it's the same thing when T'Challa went. But then something that I forgot to point out when we were talking about the funeral scene that I feel like went over some people's heads, maybe. We all noticed that Shuri is holding a Black Panther helmet, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
But it's not the Black Panther helmet that she made. It's the suit that he designed in Civil War.
Yep. In Civil War, yep.
Because, like, remember when she's like, I made some alterations, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, nothing's wrong with my suit. She's like, you're right, but it's primitive. Oh, someone's shooting at me. Let me put my helmet on. She's holding the helmet to the suit he designed. Yeah. It's not even the one that she made for him.
That's really deep.
It was the one he made.
Hey, yo, you really him.
Right. Peeping that.
You really him.
I was just so intrigued with this film. I was like, this is so good.
No, it really was, bro. No, great call out, though.
For real,
Forgot
man.
about that. Right.
That's
I
holy
had to watch the breakdown to even know what he was saying. I didn't peep the mask at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not peep that.
Yeah.
Deep. Where we at?
So from there, we're returning to
Right there,
Wakanda.
return.
She's pulling up on Shuri
We're
like,
home.
yo, we need to spend some family time. Like,
Yes.
we just lost your brother.
Yes.
And you just burying yourself in your work. We need to get out. Come on, let's go.
She's obviously not with that.
Nah, but mama forced it. Like, yo,
What
we
about
gonna go to the, mama.
Oh, shout out Takeoff.
Yeah, we gonna go to the woods and we gonna sit down and get spiritual with it. So they go to the woods, right? And they're talking, they're having a conversation like, yo, we need to burn the garbs. This is a tradition. This is how you let go of this grief that you're carrying with you. And Shuri's like, no. Like, it's just a pushback. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in that.
Right.
Like, that didn't save him. We didn't. You know what I mean? All this stuff like that. So they're getting
The
into
lines in that scene is very
the
crazy,
acting in
though.
that
wow.
scene was
Yeah,
beautiful.
wow. Like the
You feel me?
performances.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're getting to it, and one thing I pointed out, and I know that I pointed out to you, Ramona was about to tell her something like, yo, I got to tell you something about your brother.
I didn't even repeat that when it happened. Yes.
Namor pops up.
Yes.
Like, you hear the elephants and stuff start tripping, and she's like, all right, hold up, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yep.
You see Namor just walk up out the water, and she's like, yo, who are you? Like, how you even get here?
He pulled up.
Yo.
Pulled up.
He pulled up.
Smooth. Like.
So, like, let's talk about because this is the first interaction between
Yes.
Wakanda and Namor, and like this whole scene is crazy, bro. Like, cause he's just been. She's asking him like, yo, who you are, how you get here? This is beautiful. This is a beautiful place. Like, you know what I mean? My mama told me.
That was the thing I noticed.
Yeah.
He heard about Wakanda already.
Yeah, he was like, my mama told me about this.
It's somewhere he couldn't wait. It's kind of like Attack on Titan, where it's like, oh, we're gonna see the world, we're gonna see the beach and all that, right? Like, he couldn't wait. Oh my God, the air is here. Like, look at you guys. Never had to change who you were. You guys had a perfect bubble, kind of like. I'm seeing all the similarities of my land.
Yeah.
This is why we should work together. My first thing is not even aggressive. It's, wow, your land is beautiful.
Real talk.
You being hostile to me.
Yeah.
That's real.
Come
on, anti-hero.
That's dope.
That is Trippy pool.
Trippy.
Yeah.
Yes, come on now.
But nah, so yeah, we getting that interaction, that conversation, and it's just like, yo, like, because y'all wanted to open y'all borders and talk about vibranium.
Because of you.
Now they come in, they messing with my stuff.
Yeah.
So we gotta figure this out. You gotta help figure this out because it's basically your fault. And they really
That
not,
really is what
Ramon and them not really trying to hear that.
Right,
And he's
of course.
like, yo, I'm gonna come back or whatever. Like, let's just, think about it. Look into some things I'm telling you. And
Think about it. Yeah. If I have to come back.
He left the conch for her, too.
Right.
Yeah,
And he left
he left
Riri's
her.
machine.
yeah, and he left, bro, literally.
Did.
So Shuri's like, Namor dips off. Shuri's like, yo, did you see the wings on his feet? Like, we ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Yep.
Then she turned around and the whole machine is right there. She like, yo, how he do that? We didn't hear him do that.
At all. I heard nothing.
Wow, you just took me somewhere, though. Because Shuri, as easily as she spotted the vibranium, she spotted the wings on his feet, right?
Yes. Oh, I forgot the vibranium part, yeah.
And one of the main things they've been doing is sliding in mutants and how we're going to react to mutants.
Yeah.
And
Wow, wait, bro.
Shuri, boom. You notice he had
Like, what
wings
is
on his
that?
feet?
Yeah.
Wow.
So mutants are literally going to be the niggas of the MCU. It's
Yes.
like,
No, that's real, bro. You ain't even.
kinda can't miss him.
That's real.
Yo, my man
listen.
is preaching right now.
No, that's 100%.
That nigga got wings on his feet.
It's like, I ain't seen that before. I don't know if I like that.
I don't know if I like that.
That's how it came off a bit.
Yeah, we black, but we know we ain't
Yeah,
fucking
nah,
with
I
them.
don't know. We struggle, but
That's different.
what are those?
That was dope to point out because it's crazy. All the wild stuff they done seen, and he's still surprised by some wings on
Real.
his feet. Like,
Like, come on.
that's crazy.
No, that's facts.
Mutants is gonna be
It's
a
gonna be
new
something. You can
scale.
tell. Yep.
No,
Yep.
facts.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Shuri was all like, he's decked out in the vibranium.
Yes, that's
Mom.
exactly
You
what I was
see
about to
that?
say,
That's a
bro.
great point.
I was right about to say that.
Look at the drip, Mom.
No.
This is serious.
That's actually what it was. He was like,
You'll see that.
Showed up.
like, bro, he's covered in vibranium. It's like,
Damn near head to toe in it, Mom. There's no
Right.
where you get that from? But nah, so yeah, we get that, and it's so from there, we head back to Shuri's lab, and she's examining this machine, like, yo, what is this? Right. What is this like? Who made this? We need to figure this out. So, long story short, they find out it's Riri.
Wait, but also,
did I miss something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Isn't his thing that did he already ask them?
He
hey,
gave
I
them
need
the
the scientist.
ultimatum,
Okay,
He gave
so
them the ultimatum.
he said that I need y'all to go get the scientist, bring it to us so we can kill him.
Yeah.
It's basically what he's
The
asking.
gist was,
Right.
yeah,
So now,
yeah.
keep going.
So they find out it's Riri. So it's like, yo,
Can I say something real quick?
go ahead, bro.
About Riri, yes. Come on.
All as black men, right? Our initial there's a scientist in America who built this machine, so we all thinking we looking for a white man, right? Was that only me?
No, I already knew it was going to be Riri. Maybe I knew
like Riri was in the
honestly,
film.
bro, I'm not even going to lie to you.
In the
If I
context
didn't
of
know
the
that,
movie,
if I didn't know it was
I thought white
Riri,
man.
I would have said exactly what he said. I won't lie.
It was
second
just
I
as
was.
shocking for Okoye and Shuri. They were like,
Yeah, like who?
"That's the scientist."
Exactly.
She was like us.
You're right. If I didn't know, I'd be right where you at. Right where
Nah,
you at.
facts.
That's fair.
Damn.
That's fair.
Does that mean
But hold up.
you like us last week?
Why did my man tell them to go get the scientist just for them to show up at the bridge and get the scientist himself? Like,
Yeah.
I just think I do
he
think
was talking about
I
him a
think-
chance.
so-
I will
was my
say
only
maybe I
problem.
was thinking of it because I thought they were trying to run. They were aware that they were running away with Riri. It wasn't like we're going to take Riri to them.
No, I thought it was a test.
You think it was
I'm testing y'all. Y'all the only ones who can match our mic because y'all got vibranium versus vibranium. Atuma was sending Okoye back because she never had to deal with vibranium weapons before. I got to test y'all. So is y'all going to be cool with me? Listen, I got a problem, and y'all kind of started this problem. Y'all going to help me fix it, or y'all going to be
That's
a dickhead?
interesting.
And now I see what type time y'all on. You feel me?
I didn't think about it like
that.
Go get that scientist for me.
Okay.
Is this y'all problem? You feel me? We got our own
Right,
United
but-
Nations of vibranium.
Nah,
How do you
basically.
think, so you think he told them to pull up? That was already the plan.
I
is
want to see
you're
what
saying.
y'all about. I
Regardless.
want to see y'all tactics.
Got
I want
it.
to see how
Okay.
y'all move, how easy y'all can do.
Right.
I'm trying to get intel.
Nah, facts.
Damn, so the more you think
I
about
did
it, if
not
it is
see it that
right,
way.
if it is that
I
way,
didn't either.
that whole
Interesting.
joint was a setup. Then the entirety.
He tells you at the end. They trust us now. They got a little bit, they got a little bit.
Yeah, it
sympathy
was all
for
a
us. They
setup.
got a little
You right,
sympathy
bro.
for us. They got a little sympathy for us.
Right.
See, the way that I saw it, I was like, yeah, send the black people. They can blend in. If my people go up there, we're fucking blue.
Another good point.
I
Wow.
also have
Yeah,
wings
that's
on my
valid. They really
feet.
just can't- yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
They
may
can't
I
do it.
know where she's at? Maybe, but I can't just pull up to MIT and blend in without everybody
That's a fact.
freaking out.
He could put some
So yeah,
pants on
just
from
send
the
them.
wings.
But looking at it as a test,
Right, deep.
That's heavy.
And it honestly seems like Namor would do something like that. But the way he
It
moving,
does.
exactly what you said about he said
that's a
at the end.
calculated
Yep.
move.
It is a very calculated move.
Because even if, like, worst comes to worst, they're going to blame y'all.
Right.
Which is what they do anyway. They're still not aware of who we are because I made a threat to y'all.
And hold up.
That's something that we skipped.
Hold
with,
up. I
like
was
when
about to-
Namor came up.
Let's talk about it. Let's
When
talk
he
about
came
it.
up originally and was talking to him, he's like, "Peep game. You can't fuck with us. I just want you to know that. So I'm coming to you as a man right now.
Right. Right.
Go get her, or I'm gonna get her and y'all.
And you.
Like, bro,
that's
yo,
deep.
do you remember
I
what he
got
told
more
her?
soldiers than y'all got blazers.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
When
exactly
he
what I was about to
said
say, bro.
that part,
Bro,
woo. And the thing
and
is,
the way Shorty looked, dog, you got to remember Shorty's expression after that. She was like, "What?"
right?
I didn't peep that.
She was like,
And I think it's just the delivery of Tenoch Huerta. He's so charismatic, but like you're still intimidated by him.
100%.
Yeah.
Great point.
Like,
Great point.
He was perfect.
Yes,
when
perfect.
he kept getting in people's faces, I was like, y'all need to back up. I get it. Y'all don't want to, but you need to.
back up.
Because he'll pluck the shit out of you.
bro, and he literally told them,
and it'll
"Yo,
be the most disrespectful thing you've ever witnessed.
bro," he told them like, "Yo, you better not tell nobody about us." And they never told nobody about them.
I can't tell you.
The whole movie.
I can't
had
tell you.
them shook the whole
shook.
movie.
No, shook.
Bro,
Every
it's
time someone was like, "Yo,
asking,
who are you talking
who's
about?" They're
who?
like,
So we not gonna tell you that, but just know it's not no game. So you just gotta do what we tell you. You gotta do what we tell you when we tell you to do it because they not playing. But we can't tell you who not playing, but they not playing.
It's like we just know that you need to know.
Bro, like she told, no, it was crazy. So yeah, we get from there.
Right.
We go to the MIT. They pull up on Riri, and this introduction for Riri Williams is awesome.
Yeah. Well, all right. We already got to stop there. She was phenomenal.
Super phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Shout out
And
to
it's-
Dominique Thorne.
And a point that we were saying immediately after the movie too was like, bro, she a nigga. Like she black.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh,
like
yeah,
it felt
yeah.
like we all like, yeah, oh. like that.
She
like
walked
that.
up and took boy's phone and demanded payment.
She didn't give him eye contact and was like, yo, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
She was like,
it was
that was yesterday's price.
That was
Yesterday's price.
It's a ban today. She said it's a ban
today.
today.
It's a ban today. Come on. Thank you. No, it's the wording, the way she spoke.
And it wasn't over the top.
At
it wasn't
all.
over the top, bro. That's why it was surprising, because usually they try to make
That's my
urban
point.
characters in
Yes,
movies
a
sometimes.
certain way.
It'd be a little too much sometimes.
Bro, Luke
she was
Cage,
right there.
Luke Cage
Right there.
dabbed.
Did he?
Y'all remember that?
Nah, but
No.
In the Luke Cage show where he looks at the camera and he goes,
Ryan Coogler. That's why.
that's why.
Ryan
There we go.
Coogler.
That's my point. I'm like, it's a
having
very
black
big difference.
director that can really translate stuff how we
Correct.
really speak. Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying that's.
Well, wait,
that's
did a
dope.
black person direct Luke Cage? I don't remember.
Oh,
honestly.
maybe that's a good
I
point.
doubt it.
I
I
do
would
remember
doubt
Diamondback said nigga a couple of times in
Yes,
one
he
episode.
did. That
I
threw
was
me
like,
off a
wait a
bit.
second.
But again, it almost seemed forced in a way
That means
comparative
nothing.
to this. You know what I'm saying? Said that means no. Comparatively to this, it's like they didn't even have to put that. You know what I mean? They didn't even have to
Correct.
do that, and you felt it. Like
There was
if
just
you one of
fun
us,
behind
you
it. I
know.
felt it.
Exactly.
How many times did they
going-
say nigga in Django?
Why are you doing this right now?
Written
That's
by a
fair.
white man.
That's fair.
Written by a white man.
You're right. That's true.
Can I ask y'all a
But you
question?
Wait. So,
Hold up.
wait. Pam is saying something real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
know. I was saying you gotta think about this. Like, even in She-Hulk, when he said like I hit, like they starting to kind of move into
Yeah, you're right.
like how
You're
we
right.
speak. They trying to get our dialect down. So
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm with it.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
What'd you say
Can
about
I ask
Snowden?
all of you
Mm-hmm.
guys a question? Do you, because a main complaint that I hear from the first Black Panther film is the way that Killmonger is presented and the way that he speaks and the way that he carries himself. People try to say that it's unauthentic. I've never gotten behind that argument. But do you think they made sure that she was handled better so they didn't face that backlash with another character
That's a
who's from America
Great point.
and doing black shit? You know what I
I'll
mean?
go,
Because like
honestly,
when Killmonger was brought to screen and stuff like that, everybody was like, I don't know, something feels forced about him.
I know.
I just don't like it.
I don't want to
And
do
was
this.
like,
It's just
oh,
Michael
that's
B.
about to
Jordan.
say
It's just
that.
Michael B.
I was
Jordan.
about
I don't
to-
even want
it's
to be
just
mean to
Michael
him.
B. Jordan.
Shout
That
out
was
Michael B. Jordan. But it is just because it's Michael B. Jordan. It has nothing to do with even the role. Because honestly, we all know, we all see Michael B. Jordan before that. He did great for what that was. Like that was a big step up for him. I thought he did a great
Killmonger
job.
is still one of the top 5
He
villains.
killed,
for me.
right? With that being said, I know exactly what you're saying. I didn't feel that. I'm with you, Snowden. Like, I still think he portrayed it in a way where I was like, okay, it was more than I thought you were going to give me.
Correct.
In that regard, right? So I think so, but I do think with that being said, Ryan probably paid attention to that. I could see that. Yeah. Just knowing probably how his mind worked. You know what I mean? Thinking about it.
Because I mean, I feel like this movie to me felt like they really watched the first one. Was like, all right,
Yes.
They took notes. He definitely took notes on what we need to improve on in the next one, and they definitely did that.
You think you notice how Killmonger had more dreads? I was like, oh,
did. They
how'd
grew
you grow
in the
hair?
sexual
How you
plane.
grow hair
Yeah,
in
they
the central
grew.
plane? That was deep.
Got the good oils there.
Don't do that. Okay, we gotta keep going. He's talking about the oils now. We gotta keep
Oh,
going.
nah.
So yeah,
I thought I was in New York on the street.
we at MIT right now, right? And Riri, Shuri and them pulls up. What I thought was dope with the first interaction between Riri and Shuri is Riri knew who Shuri was.
Yeah, that was
and
dope.
she was starstruck. She was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, you the Prince of Wakanda,
Right,
you Princess
right.
of Wakanda. Like, what are you doing here?"
Yeah.
and it was just like, "Yo, that thing you made."
Also, thanks for saying that. Because remember, she goes, "What? Like I ain't even do
And
that."
she never even made
And
it.
they stole her.
They
Job.
stole her thing from her.
Another thing, again, I know like it's a racial undertone. This whole movie, I just like how they keep poking at it.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
y'all poking the bear, and the bear is everybody.
Yeah.
Like
The bear done
America.
fucked with
You know what
Namor.
I'm saying?
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, and honestly, we can get into that after, but like, that's why I've seen people's reviews not be a 10, like we're probably all saying, because I don't think they get these things that we're
Correct.
pointing
Yeah.
out.
Right.
You know what
Don't
I'm
get it
saying?
like that.
It didn't emotionally attach to them like it would to us. So,
Yeah.
But anyway.
Meanwhile, if Captain America jumps out of a plane, it's absolutely 10 out of 10.
You're right. Right.
Look, he about to
But
get
like
canceled. We
when
gotta stop
Riri
it.
was introduced, did anybody get Peter Parker vibes from Civil
Yes.
A
War?
little bit, yeah.
Didn't you say?
Yeah,
Say, wait,
Peter
who?
Parker
Oh
vibes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I
So
was
Riri.
like, so this is the Tony recruiting Peter
Yes.
scene.
Yep.
And
This
she
is
literally
it.
asked, like,
I think-
"Yo, you ever recruiting me
Right,
to
she
Wakanda?"
did.
And
Wow,
Shuri
like
was like,
him.
"No."
Honestly,
Yeah.
like Peter. I didn't think about
Shuri
that.
was like, "No, you in trouble."
I think they mix Riri's origin with, because if you notice all the parallels of Iron Man 1 and Riri's origin in this movie,
Yeah.
and then also with Peter too a little bit. I didn't notice the Peter until you said that. I was paying attention to more like, wow, Queen Ramonda is her yin and like all the type of you know, she was trapped. Now, all right, now she's got the real armor. But then the Peter, I did say the Peter thing because they took the suit back. That's what it was. Shuri took the suit back the same way Tony took the suit back from Peter.
Yes.
That. I did think Peter on that one. That was good.
Look at y'all. Y'all both him. Y'all hims.
Yeah, hims.
I'm him a little bit.
Himalayan. Yes.
Himalayan. But so yeah, we're at MIT. They basically talking to Riri, trying to convince her, yo, you got to come with us because like it's some people looking for y'all. We can't tell you who the people are, but they coming for you. You know what I mean? And she don't believe it. They talking about it. Then Okoye pops out the bathroom, and that scene just gets crazy.
It got fun.
It was
like I know where it was like, oh no, your ass is coming. And she's like, no,
Conscious. She said conscious or unconscious.
Yeah.
One way or the other, you coming with us.
No, that was dope.
So yeah, that happens. So we get from there to them going to Riri's lab.
Yeah.
And she's just like, yo, I just got to get some stuff before we slide. Right. So they're looking at her stuff. This is a really cool scene. Yeah. Because we got to see like what she's been working on this whole time. And
fucking arc reactor.
Mm-hmm. She has these start things around, and she's talking about basically it just kind of give you more insight into how intelligent she is. Yeah. Which I thought was really cool.
Mm-hmm. Also, you get a little backstory with the car, like just her mentioning her dad and the way she mentioned it. It's like, okay, we'll probably learn about that in Ironheart. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was cool.
Relate to the white people, like she has a father.
Stop it. You stop it. They're not going to cancel our pod because of you. Stop it. Yeah, I think low-key immediately they come.
Yeah,
right?
like they're in there and then like she hears noises and she's like, no, hold up, what's that? I thought you said them people was coming. Not them people.
Right. She said, not the feds. She literally said, not the
feds. Like, y'all Wakandans brought the feds to me.
Oh, no.
So
also, I just think it was a smart decision to make her the comic relief of the film. Yeah. Because she's not from Wakanda.
Yeah.
So she's not going through what everyone else is going through. She's literally, as our eyes, I guess, as an American, into the world of Wakanda.
Yes.
And I just thought she delivered all of her, like, comedic timing presence and the lines of all that phenomenally.
Yes.
And I think it was so, I guess jarring is the right word that I'm looking for, because especially coming off of Love and Thunder where everything was a fucking joke.
Right.
To only have jokes sporadically in this movie but more of a serious tone, it was welcoming.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it reminded me of like somebody pointed out the original Iron Man where like, were there jokes? Yeah, but still there was a more serious tone.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that, and then putting that on this brand new character to make us like her a little bit more. You know what I mean?
I got a question about that.
Go for it.
Do you think they would have did that had Chadwick still been here? Do you think it would have been as serious, or would they have went more on the jokes?
From what I understand, the original movie was still supposed to deal with grief. It was supposed to deal with his 5 years of not being here and his kingdom moving on without him and stuff like that.
Still with Namor and everything too.
Do I think it would have been as deep and as hard hitting as this one is because of the real life implications and what actually happened?
Exactly.
No. But like, would they have still put a lot of stuff on Riri? That's if Riri was even supposed to be in the film.
The thing. True.
You know what I mean? Like once they moved Shuri to the top dog spot, they were probably like, hey, who else can we put in this? Because I don't necessarily think they would have added Riri if T'Challa was still around.
I agree. I think.
Yeah.
But that's a solid point to point out. Like if she would have even been in the film had he still been here, because I just don't see him. I don't see him rubbing off on her the same way that Shuri could rub off on her.
It's a more
like if Shuri popped up on me, I'd be like, wow,
to be honest, it was definitely
that's
an age
cool.
thing. Yeah.
But as a female, like something that I can't speak on, obviously, but as a female to female, Shuri would understand. I was going to call her Dominique. That's a real name. Shuri would understand Riri a little bit better than T'Challa would ever be able to. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Well, and
especially
being geniuses, being young black geniuses.
That's what I was about to say. The fact that there's more tech with Riri than anything. T'Challa, yeah, he used it. But for the most part, we saw the thing that differentiated Shuri from T'Challa was one believed in the faith and one believed in science.
Right.
So I don't think it would have been the same thing. Would it still played out with like Okoye being there?
Right, being funny.
I don't even think she would have been there if T'Challa was still here because he's already been proven to go on missions by himself and to handle what he needs to handle. Like so I think that's just a rework of the script there. So it's a welcome addition at a great cost, but I mean I appreciated what we got.
No, for sure. for sure.
So yeah, wait, I got a little lost where we're at now.
We're right now where the feds pulled up on
Right,
Riri
okay.
and them at the lab. So
Then the chase goes down.
The chase happens. The
Shit was lit,
very fire chase. They used the Toby Ninjiwe song. On the
Oh
soundtrack.
shit, she got an Iron Man suit.
That was amazing.
She's like, I knew it. So yeah, that was a tough scene.
Yeah.
We get the chase. They get to the bridge, and you think they got away, and then Tyler Keneal.
Thank you.
They shoot the little John at
I just can't say
Riri,
it.
and she gets dropped. Then they shoot the John at the motorcycle, and Shuri gets dropped. So just Okoye like kind of protecting them too. When the Tyler Keneal pulls up on him.
And when she fights him again,
And this
silence.
fight scene.
That was my favorite fight of the whole movie.
This fight
probably
scene
me
was
too, bro.
crazy.
Like just the way that there was no music at all, and you just hear, like you hear them breathe.
Yeah.
I'm like, Am I on the street with them?
Yeah.
Like that was insane,
Bro, yeah.
And it was impactful in the same way that, like, I want y'all to go back to 2019 in your head when you're watching Infinity War and Thanos is there, and
I
then
know what you're
Loki
saying.
says we have a Hulk because this is our gun, this is our bazooka, if
Right.
you will. And for him to get put on his ass in a few moments, we were like, shit, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Trouble.
You're right.
Is that bazooka
You're
for
right.
Wakanda? There's never been a fight that she's lost. We've seen her fall, but she gets right back up.
That's so true.
When Atuma slammed her into
Bro,
his like,
Did y'all? I gotta ask you that. Did y'all theater lose her? Our entire theater went whoa when she got smashed.
I had
Oh
to
my
remind
god!
myself there was an Okoye project coming soon. I was like, wait, I was scared. I was scared.
No, I
for a
feel you,
second.
bro.
I was like,
That's
wait
the
a
stakes of
minute.
this film.
Wait a
It make you feel
minute.
that way.
because I promise you, in that moment, I went timeout. I like Atuma. Atuma said, "Oh," and when he turned around and he could have killed Riri right there,
Easily.
but he said, "Nah, I like you. Pick your spirit up real
Fight.
quick."
Yeah,
Let's
he
fight.
put his spirit
And they
back like,
started
oh, you got
going
some
at it,
fighting
and she
you.
got,
All
like,
right, let's
one hit
go.
off.
Let's
I like
go.
it. She one hit, and he was like, "That tickled, bitch." I was like, and then Namora comes up. She's like, "Yo, why are you
What
bothering
do
with
you
your food
want?
essentially?"
Why she giving you this problem? Like, throw these bombs at her. What are you doing, bro? Like, they throw the bomb, the water bombs at her.
Them bombs were useful. Dang,
The bombs.
That joint was like the Green Goblin bomb. I'm like,
What is
yo,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yo, so how'd y'all feel about the whales just pop? I thought the whales were like awesome in this movie.
I
thought
forgot
it
to
was
bring out the
acting up.
whales, bro. Every time I was like, that's a goddamn whale.
Facts.
Like that's just how it was
Bro, they
insane.
doing
to
tricks
see.
and
Whales like
shit.
Ubers.
I was gonna say at a
Yo,
certain
yo.
point they flipped. Is it Talakians?
Telekineal.
Yeah,
Talakin.
telekineals.
Them boys. When they flipped one off of the whale's tail and they landed,
Yo,
I went,
bro, that
no,
was tough.
Oh,
retreat. Retreat.
We gotta stop
Y'all
talking
don't
about the
got
whales.
them rhinos
We
right
can't.
now.
Zen just said they was using the whales like Ubers. We have to move on.
They were.
We have to.
Bro, they were doing circus acts, man.
I don't want to
No
spend
way.
too much more time on the scene, but just the Iron Man parallels again. Because
Thank you.
right when the
When she
feds
goes
come,
up?
when the feds come,
okay.
Shuri's loading up the computer just like Winston was before he had to run out with the gun.
Yeah.
Point.
And then also when she had to fly up in the
That's
air.
what I was about to say. I
You feel
love
me?
that. Yes.
And it
yes.
came back right before she hit the water. That
Right.
was
That
all
was
like,
that was
Nah,
my
that was a
favorite
tough
one. I
joint.
think.
like
Was
I'm
that Winston?
mourning Chadwick, but I'm also mourning Tony still.
Right at the same
Y'all
time.
killing me.
Nah,
That's
facts.
deep. That's
Facts.
really
The
deep, bro.
parallels is there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
so I have a question for y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question for y'all. So, like, how did you feel? Because I saw a little bit of this criticism out there too. But how did you feel about Namor being so, like, he was talking about, he doesn't want his service people to be known, right? But then, like, popping up in Boston like that and just kind of showing off yourself was like, that's
One
kind
thing
of a risky
though,
move.
they
Was it
did
not?
kill all witnesses.
They did.
They did.
That's a
They
good
killed all them.
point.
They killed all them cops.
Every time.
Also,
right?
if we're going off of his
Right.
theory,
They might have
where
took
this
the
was
bodies
all
with
a
them.
plan,
right.
then
That's true.
they were always going to
That was
just
always the
make sure
move.
that nobody was there besides
Just was there, right?
because him opening that theory that this was all a setup.
Now that changes
It's
a little. It don't
blowing my
change it,
mind
but
right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
That
yeah.
does change. Yeah, that does change a lot.
I
But
mean,
I
that's
see what
the
you
more,
mean.
like I'm
So,
reading the
yeah.
comics right now, like in the 60s and the 70s, like I'm in 71 right now, but that's the more,
That's his
like
character, right?
he's a mastermind, like I'm going to set you up to make you think this is the play, even though this is really the play.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's probably 100%. Then that's on the beam, like right there.
So from there, from this scene happens, Okoye, she put up a good fight, but look, he wasn't enough. She got kicked off the bridge, and they took Shuri wakes up and is like, "Yo, just take me to Namor, take me to
That was a smart move, but damn, a heavy one. I was like, that's
was.
what you want to do?
It was.
Like,
So it's like, all right, yeah, let's do that. So they put her to sleep. They take her and Riri down to Talokan. And Okoye gets back out that water. Is like, yo, what happened?
Right.
And so we get, you know,
do we go back to Wakanda first before we see?
Not yet.
Talokan?
I think we do. I think it's Talokan first, and then it jumps back to Wakanda.
It's a Ross moment.
I think
Ross
so.
takes
Right,
off.
right.
We didn't seem like
said the
we
bees.
skipped over Ross a couple times.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Ross moment. You're right. Let's get to that because that's very important. So Ross and them pull up to the crime scene, like I guess in the morning after all this happens, and like he's like, "Yo, what's going on?
Right, like, what was this?"
And
They're still blaming Wakanda.
they are. Like, I think it was the Wakandans.
Gotta be the black people.
So it's like, yeah, who gave y'all a tip that they was going to be over here? Oh yeah, the director. Turn around, pans camera,
Like what?
and it's Val.
That was one of the biggest gaffes the
Whoa.
movie got out of me. I went, oh yeah, that's right. This is a connected universe.
Right, like we are in Marvel. I forgot about that. Okay,
Facts. So we get that, and that scene is incredible. Just seeing them bounce off each other.
Yeah, their chemistry was dope. For sure.
It really was. And then we find out they were married.
That's what threw me off. I was like, huh?
Don't know how he did that. Don't know how he did that.
It got to be back in the day.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was also real. The point that she now runs what the FBI,
CIA.
We didn't know all that before, so that's
didn't.
definitely
No,
we're
but
going to get
one of
implications
those-
of that in Thunderbolts. I'm assuming.
You're thinking too far.
Too far?
Secret Invasion comes out next year.
He's
Good
going
point.
to be in it too.
Good point.
And Ross is going to be in it.
Yes, he is. And
So-
we'll get into the other connection. That's making it make more sense.
Yeah.
This
You know
is
what I'm
just
talking
them
about?
planting
Yeah, okay.
seeds again.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
fine.
definitely.
Nah, for sure.
But yeah, so yeah, you find out that they were together. I think that's really the end of their scene, though. Besides him just keep trying to cover, right?
Yeah.
For Wakanda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, no,
Because he
because in
gets
the
the
car,
bees.
in the
He
car,
gets the
he got
bees.
the bees, and they start
Yes.
ringing. He trying not let her know.
There you go.
yeah.
He's like, yo, get out the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's my new joint on the
I got,
joint.
yeah.
And it's
She's like, oh, go ahead. I wasn't worried about you anyway.
I'm going to leave then.
Wait. So wait, before that, the scene with Okoye happens.
Oh, it's Okoye,
because that's
Okoye
what
Ramonda.
leads that
Right.
leads
That's what I
her
was
down
saying. They
into
go
the
back to
lab to
Wakanda
try to
first.
like
Yeah.
talk to the
Yeah,
AI.
that's what I was saying.
Exactly. So yeah, Okoye.
And that scene
That
hurt.
scene. Now we got to get that scene
Again, the
is-
acting
is
of
just
who, what's
dope.
her the actress name plays Okoye?
Dana Guerrero.
Denai Guerrera.
Yeah,
The scene when she's like begging, literally, I beg of nah.
bro.
I
The
couldn't
back
take
and
it.
forth, bro. Because
I
it was
couldn't
like,
take
yo,
Because Angela
Right at the
Bassett.
same time.
the energy, bro. She was literally like, yo, I
Fam.
gave everything to Wakanda, da 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 da. And
Bro.
Angela's like, oh, you gave everything. I lost my
Second
family.
time she let somebody finish,
Yeah.
and then she go, all right, let me really set the chips on the table.
Yeah. She's like,
And then like the council people were trying to defend Okoye. They were like,
Right.
listen,
bro, the way it
she
was,
did raise the spear to her husband. And she was like, her bitch ass husband is in jail somewhere.
he can go see. She can go see him.
See him right now. Mine is in. Oh my god.
Mine is with the ancestors.
Oh my.
She said, Peep Game. Remember a couple years ago when Killmonger stormed our capital?
Bro,
And
she
all
broke
of
it
y'all
down
was
for
like,
them.
hey, I guess it's fair.
It's the throne.
During
It's the
that
throne.
scene, it was so emotional, and at the end of it, because like eventually you knew it was nothing Okoye could do. I tell
No.
then I'm like, she just got to take that on the chin.
She has to.
Yes.
Because she's like,
because she
everyone
stayed
in
with
this
the
room,
Dora.
including you.
But was she wrong
That's
for that?
him, while
But-
I had
well,
to
hold
go
up.
to
Was
the
she wrong
monkey
for that?
man in the mountains.
Stop it.
But was
There
she
ain't
wrong
no
for that?
way.
Who are you saying, Ramonda? No,
Okoye?
that's what I'm saying.
Was
She's gonna
Okoye
take
wrong for that?
Oh, was
Nah,
Okoye
That was
wrong?
the only thing she brought up in that moment where I was like, the fuck
She
was
wasn't.
she supposed to do?
She wasn't. But Ramonda, you know, Ramonda's acting out of you know.
Acting out of
Oh, yeah,
emotion.
yeah,
It's
there's
emotion.
anger
She was
there.
wrong. She was wrong for doing
Yeah.
it.
She was wrong for bringing up that part, I think.
No, I think Ramonda's wrong for
he won in fair
even kicking her
combat.
off. You know what I mean?
What's the quote? Hell have no woman like a
no
fury like a
fury
woman
like a-
scorned.
yeah.
She wasn't caring about
She didn't
none
care.
of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, she
sure.
really ain't care at all,
You
bro.
should at all costs defend this throne. However, when it comes to my family,
Right,
you left
yeah.
us out hanging. Then not only that, you took my last
Ooh,
family
that,
member.
yeah, that one got me over the.
And you kept fighting me for it. You're like, yeah, she should get out. She should do this. She should do. You were supposed to take her, bring her back along with the other person. You brought no one but yourself back with
You're making me
information
feel
that I
like worse
already
than I
knew.
did in the movie
I
now.
knew they were a problem.
Jesus. No, really, yeah. That's why I was like, she's gonna have to take that one right now.
You got to take the L.
Yeah, take that L.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But then, like, making your best warrior a civilian at that point, I don't know about that move
was
right
crazy,
there.
Sure.
bro.
Because you know Namor is coming.
Coming.
You
That was
know he
not smart. Yeah.
Right. To make your best warrior and leader of Dora Milaje just a regular civilian was a move.
And
I
no
would
Black
give it
Panther.
to the
No Black
one-
Panther.
And
And
no
no
Black Panther.
Panther.
Good point, man.
Right.
Honestly, like we said, she was just acting not out of character, but just out of emotion.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it probably led to how you know what I'm saying, how things happen. But
It's the same thing that happens with like Peter Quill. It's the same thing that happens with Tony Stark. Sure, in moments of like
emotion.
hey, I'm angry, but I should think this through.
Mm-hmm.
As a human, you're not going to do that.
Yep.
The person who killed my girlfriend is right in front of me. I'm going to smack him in the goddamn face.
That's real.
The person who murdered my parents is right in front of my face. I don't care what you're saying that it wasn't him. I'm going to act accordingly and try to kill him now. Is it going to help me in the long run? Yeah. No, but it's going to make me feel good right now. So I don't blame
preaching. What's going on?
This motherfucker.
I understood
Forget
what
him.
she was coming. Hey, man. The complexity of this film, I feel like it's going to go over a lot of, not us, clearly, because we're discussing it, but like those people that walk into this movie wanting to dislike it, it's going to go over their head because there's so much stuff that you just have to listen to. That's real. In this film.
Yeah.
And like everybody who's going in there for like the fight scenes and, oh, how does this connect to the overarching universe?
Yeah.
That's cool and all, but the script is so tight in this film.
Yeah.
And you just have to listen to it.
I gotta watch the movie again.
Right? Every time y'all keep talking, because I can tell both of y'all have peeped it again by the way y'all speaking about it. I'm like, God damn, I'm missing the details.
I gotta watch it.
I'm like, oh my God, I gotta watch it like
I'm about to find a bootleg.
Come on, bro. Real quick, this is gonna be funny. Zen said the bootleg he found because we got this whole thing where I'm like, I can't watch the bootlegs. I watch quality bootleg. I can't do that, right? He's like, man, you judging me. Get out of here. So he was like, watch probably one that wasn't, you said it wasn't that bad?
It was,
okay. But he said it was amazing because you can hear people crying and shit in there. I'm like, oh, you was back at the movies.
Yeah, it was an experience again.
Oh man, I might gotta do it.
It was an experience again.
Was it grainy?
Not as bad as you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
So yeah.
Sorry, Disney.
So after this happens, we get to Shuri and Riri and Talokan. So they're both are just waking up.
Beautiful.
Riri is tripping out. Yeah. Like, yo, what is going on? Where are we? We in a cave? What is this? Are we going to die?
Right.
And
What is this?
Obviously, she's giving like a real, I never been in this situation before response. It was just real like.
Her reactions were amazing the whole movie.
She
It was
said,
very
so
much
y'all
how
don't
we
got a
all would
Black
be in
Panther
that
when I
situation.
get kidnapped. I was
That's
like,
what I'm
this
saying.
girl.
Right.
I died to her the whole time.
No, facts.
Yeah.
And Shuri is really, I respect how she was holding it down.
Me too,
Like,
she
yo,
was holding it
be
down.
calm. He's not going to kill us.
Again, she been used to some,
That's what I'm saying.
Aliens came to Wakanda. I think she alright.
She's like, what's some water? Like, what's water gonna hurt? I like water.
No, facts. So, like, the one Talokan woman brings the dress.
Yes.
And Riri was like, yo, that's some supervillain stuff
Right,
there.
like
Like, you don't wear that
Like,
clothes.
I don't think you should wear that.
She was like, that happened in Beauty and the Beast. That happened in Indiana Jones.
Star Wars.
You people with all the Disney
All
Jones,
Disney
they
Jones.
smart, bro. They be product placing.
Facts.
They do.
Especially Indiana Jones. Nobody's even thinking about that one in that moment.
facts.
I'm like, oh, y'all because it's coming out?
Unremorsefully,
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, yeah.
They could have
Right,
said
I'm on
any
it.
amount of films, but
And
they were
Harrison
like,
Ford, they're
what
like,
are
Thunderbolts?
films that we produced.
Right.
Before, I didn't think about that.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a funny scene. But Shuri puts the dress on and she goes to speak to Namor, and this is where we finally get his backstory and we get to learn about him. Which was one of my favorite parts in the film. It's so many parts and I loved it.
This
movie, bro.
entirety sequence from this,
Right.
including when he just shows her, like
Yeah.
Talokan, bro. Probably some of the most beautiful parts of the John. Like
Yeah,
visually, insanity to me.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Going
mouth
back to the
drops.
music during the scene.
wow,
Beautiful.
that's my favorite song on the soundtrack too. I ain't gonna lie, that John go.
Yeah.
Between the whole him explaining his backstory and like the swelling drums and everything
Yes.
behind him, and then like you said, when you see Talokan and you have this beautiful, almost angelic music
angelic,
playing,
yes.
and you're like, yeah, but at the same time, you're not the good guy here, bro.
It's like you making me like you now.
Right. And like, so my friend, not to derail the conversation, but my friend hit me up. He's like, I just saw the movie. It's great. But let me ask you a question. In today's climate, do you think it was smart to make like Mexican people the villain. And I was like, that's the thing. They're not the villain.
There you go. Right.
They're just
that's
antagonists.
The antagonists. Mm-hmm. That's the word.
If you have a different perspective.
Right.
Correct.
That's all it is.
All he wants to do is protect his people so they don't have to go through what his mother went through.
Yes.
He just wants to make sure that his people at the end of the day are good.
To be honest, it make a harder story like on their end. You know what I mean? Like they fighting. You know what I mean?
Correct. I was like, at the end of the day, he just wants to make sure no one finds them, because if they do, they'll do what they did to his mother.
Exactly.
And he just wants to make sure that these people that have never had to deal with that never have to
deal
deal
with
with
that.
Yep.
And the problem is, y'all brought that shit to our doorstep. So now, as the leader, as the protector, as the cool
come on now. I can't stop saying it. I say it like 3 times a day now. It's kind of bad.
Don't get to us.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to kill her, because at the moment, she's the only one who developed the technology to find us.
He was trying to break that joint down to her.
With vibranium. And like y'all pointed out, he knew about Wakanda. He knew about a land like this, but he wasn't approaching them at any point. It wasn't until America decided to, like we said, steal from black people once again, use their stuff, that he decided to enter the fray.
Right.
He didn't pop up for Thanos. Who knows if half of them blipped away? We don't know. But he still didn't make an approach on the human world until he felt threatened. So he's not the villain. He's just, if anything, he plays like a Magneto role where he's the hero.
Right, he's an anti-hero for sure. Almost don't even want to say antagonist. She just is for the film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not even an antagonist. So
that's what I was telling my friend. I was like, he's not the
villain
though, bro.
I agree. I agree with you. I do want to push a little back on it though.
Go for it.
Like, so he knew about Wakanda. He knew about the vibranium, but he's not a villain. But he is the Wakanda's enemy, right?
Sure.
Because y'all let people know vibranium is an actual resource now, and it can be found. But y'all also let everybody know they ain't getting it from y'all. So that makes I got the work, and I got the best work in the whole city, right? And you can't get it unless you got referral. But you know somebody in New Jersey who might got that shit. So now you got to search everywhere but here. So now you putting it on my people to have to defend ourselves even harder, because they looking for this one thing in the world that they can't find nowhere else but your shit. So now I gotta go digging.
He basically saying you should have did what we did and kept your mouth shut.
Yeah, actually,
correct, basically.
This is what's so beautiful about, like, not only this movie but the prior movie, because like Killmonger as the antagonist, the villain, because like you said, is he a villain? I can see where he's coming from, but at the moment he's definitely Wakanda's villain.
Right.
Yeah. You feel me? But a lot of people, some people bring it up, but like, if the villain can impact the hero, that means a lot. But we never talk about what happens after that. And the fact that T'Challa, his mindset got changed not only by Killmonger, but it also got changed by Nakia, the love of his life. You feel me? But what happens when that thought process now changes so quickly that we weren't prepared for what the world would want from us? Like, cool, we were open to telling y'all about Wakanda, and we were open to do outreach centers, and we were down to start helping our people a little bit more. But it's that you give an inch and they take a mile.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, Killmonger changed his mind, but obviously none of us knew that Namor was at the fucking bottom of the ocean or below the bottom of the ocean. Right. But like you're saying, he's just protecting his people. So like, it's the complexity behind not only the character but the script to make the character excel the way that he does is just so good. And my hat is off to Ryan Coogler and his team. Is what I'm trying to get at for the characters that he decided to put in this film, and to show how they can function not only by themselves but put together. Because at the end of the day, we haven't gotten there yet, but like, America is all right with other wars being fought as long as they get what they need from it.
That's real.
Because when she, like I said, we didn't get there yet, but when Val's like, I dream of a day where we only have that shit. Because I want to be the only superpower in the world and shit like that. So that means if we have to drain this unknown society that we are being told about but not being told about, I'm fine with it. If we have to go step on Wakanda's doorstep, will we lose a lot? Hell yeah. But at any point, when we can get that shit that they got,
we gonna do it.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Tony Stark has said, not to cut you off, but Tony Stark said
go
pieces about, Howard Stark has said pieces about having a bigger stick than the other guy. So now you see they have vibranium, and we can do nothing with that.
Yep.
That's it.
We got a shield. That's all we got. We kind of own the shield.
A shield.
It's in the hands of a black
You
man.
remember when they was they had Claw, and Claw was like, they said you stole all their vibranium. All their
vibranium. Nigga, they got a whole mountain of it.
Smidgen. Like, yeah.
Oh, no,
So now
real.
it's like, now we know. Now it's a Cold War.
Yep.
To see who can develop the defensives of this vibranium.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
It's about to get crazy. Yo.
Nah, yeah. I got a little theory, but I'm gonna wait it to the end.
Yeah,
before we get into that.
Right.
So,
Nice.
real quick, let's dig into Namor's origin a little bit. So his family, well, the tribe that they were in, they were all getting sick. It was some type of smallpox thing that got introduced into their community. So I guess the shamans in the group were making stuff from. Was it the herb, right? It was the herb.
That's the herb, yeah.
It's a blue-shaped herb.
blue herb.
Right? The blue herb. Nah, so they were grinding it up.
Bud? Never mind.
They were giving it to everybody in the thing, but Namor's mom didn't want it. It's like, yo, I'm pregnant, whatever. I don't want that.
But then they like kind of
They
forced
kind of forced it on her to do it. Like, yo, you got to take this joint. We all sick. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, your son is sick. We got to do it. So she does it. They all pass out. They all fall out. Everybody thinks they're dead. Then they wake up. They come back and they all are blue. And then
and they can't breathe on land
they
anymore.
can't breathe on land, so they all have to go back to the water.
Wild story.
So that's kind of like how they got
Origin.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
how
the
they
origin.
got to
That's
the
how they
water,
become-
basically. You know, and Namor was, I guess, conceived prior to that. So that's kind of why he gets half and half. He gets the little.
Okay, I was trying to understand that a bit. Okay, that makes
Right.
sense. Now.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming as well.
Right, but I was a little lost on exactly
Which makes sense
how.
to call him a mutant because
Yes.
his DNA changed because of that.
Yes.
Okay,
When,
makes sense.
when he said the word mutant, I went,
All of us,
Yeah.
like, yes.
I jumped up.
Let's go.
I'm looking around like,
but
y'all see that?
But I'll be
Like-
honest. I was upset that we heard the word mutant and Miss Marvel before we heard it here, though. If he would have been the first one to say
That would be
I
hard. That'd be hard.
I would have been like,
But I ain't hating that we got both
Sure
though.
are.
Because
I ain't hating that we got both.
no backstory in Miss Marvel.
Nah,
he
they
just
right,
said,
really did.
"Hey, I see something. I think you're a mutant." Well, how do you even know? Because like, how do you have any reference to say, "Oh, this is mutated"? Versus like, they gave you the whole backstory. All right, he was in the womb. You know, nourishment from your mother goes straight to the baby. She ingested something that caused a mutation in the growth of you because your cells are rapidly.
Exactly.
Like it was more scientific. And
was,
it made
right.
more sense of how, these are how mutants are made. They don't just pop out of nowhere.
Right.
That's real.
Right.
For real. Yeah. So
They
that,
should've
but
made Miss
after he
Marvel
gives
after
a, what'd you say?
They should have put Miss Marvel after this movie.
Nah, for real, or at
Even
least
if
that
they don't
reveal,
do
right?
that,
Yeah.
if they
Just
just
took out the
revealed
mutant
the
part.
whole
It was
mutant
such a
thing in the
small
second
thing.
Yeah.
season. maybe.
Nah, that's real.
No, right.
Yeah, second season.
Right.
Yeah.
Started, but that shit, I've been like,
Nah, that's facts.
Open it up with
right? Whoa. But yeah, so after that is when they show, he shows Shuri, Talcon.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Again,
Oh,
which
wait,
just
wait,
looks.
wait. You missed how he got his name.
Yes.
Oh,
which
good
is
point.
amazing. So the mother, he basically says like, I age very slowly. So like, I was still a child. My mom wound up passing away. Her wish was to be buried where she's from. So
This shit is deep that they
we
put
took
this in
her.
the movie.
They took the body. They took her back to the land where they came from. And he was like, we were surprised to see it was like a plantation. Like it was slaves and like
That was the part that was crazy to me. I'm like, oh, y'all showing them be slaves in this? Like on the rope? Like y'all saw the dudes' outfits. They were slave men. Like you know what I mean? Like we know. So it was like, oh, y'all going there? Okay.
Yeah.
I think Ryan got
This
that
is
off because they was
exactly why
Mexican
I
slaves,
like-
Yes.
not black
Yep.
slaves.
And not black
This is
slaves.
exactly why I love and identify with both nations because it's like the plight of indigenous people. Like it's close to us. You know what I'm saying?
Very, very.
We can identify with that. So it was hard to watch them fight each other because I'm like, yo, I love both.
Oh, I
of these
feel that,
freaking
bro.
places.
Yeah.
That's a great.
y'all-
I can't wait
if
till
y'all
maybe
just
one
put-
day they do join more.
That's what
I can
it
see
was.
that. I
was
can
gonna
see
say,
that.
if
That'd be
y'all
real.
put y'all
That'd be a
heads
dope
together-
time whenever that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be really dope.
So yeah, we get to see that, and basically they're like, they see what's going on. They're like, nah, we don't like this. So Namor is like, they start shooting at Namor as a child, and he started floating in the air like, nah, this ain't
Like,
this
that's
ain't
what you
you
think?
this is.
Like, I fly. You don't see the wings?
Yeah, and to me, though, low key during that scene, it felt like he already was in a king, like a leadership role.
Right? I already thought he was the king.
Them.
At least it came
Well,
off that way.
That.
Yeah,
They said the
they did
shaman
say that.
was like, your son will be the king.
Oh,
of
he
our
did say
people.
that.
Right, because
Yeah.
the wings on his
He'll be
feet.
the firstborn of this new society that we build.
Right.
So I guess they
That's
had,
hard.
like
They
you said,
already
I
knew.
guess they already right.
Yeah,
already
they knew.
looked at him like, hey, you're special. Not only the wings on your feet and shit. Yeah, those are weird. But like, also, you can walk on your blade essentially.
Right.
Basically, he's Waterblade.
Yes.
Land.
Yo, water.
Waterblade.
Waterblade is crazy.
What in the Demon Slayer attack did you just say?
Waterblade is hilarious. Oh, you need to call this episode Waterblade.
The review.
So I have a question. Do all of them age slowly, or does he just age slower
Right.
than everyone
I
else?
thought it was him,
in
but I'm
his
not sure.
nation? Like,
Great question. Does anybody
Well, because
see
the way he
that?
was talking to her was seeming like
it was him.
he's seen people keep, because his mom didn't. Like, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it might just be him.
See, I think it's on him, but my question was, do all of them age slowly, as in do all mutants age slowly?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh.
Or is
they
that just a part of his
Of
mutation?
his mutation.
Yeah.
Because if it hit him
Wow.
through his mom, you would think the generations
Exactly.
that came after the first
Right.
that went in the water, it would also spread to them. So I guess that, like, if you think about it, I guess
Right?
that means all of them would age slower, right?
Yeah.
Because if it gets passed through the
Yeah.
genes and genetics, if it gets passed down the line,
Yeah.
it's not like
he's
they're
just
gonna
so
lose
different than
that
all of
one
them,
part.
obviously. So it's kind of hard to
Correct.
call it.
Yeah,
You know, I guess we got to
hoping-
see.
I was saying,
Yeah.
I'm hoping they explore that in his
In
whatever
his-
we see him next.
Yeah,
some solo
we definitely
type
getting a
thing,
special presentation after this movie. There's no way he's not getting at least a special presentation.
at least.
Not a show, but like you said, it's probably a lot of money to do an underwater show. So,
Yeah.
But
they're
that's a
probably
good
gonna do
question.
special
That's a good
presentation.
question. If all of them are affected the same way that he is,
Yeah,
It is. So from there we learn about the origin and what was it, the priest or something like cursed him, was like, yeah. He first they was
child
calling
of
him
no love.
Satan, and then it was like, yeah, you were the child with no love, and he was like, I took that name and I am no more.
yes.
he said,
Are
"I
you
have
auditioning?
no love for
That's
the
nice.
surface world." I went, God damn,
Yeah, that was hard.
Bro.
I'm part of the surface world.
Real quick, bro. I just literally
That's
seen.
me.
I'm watching some people review the movie, and like one dude was saying, like, yeah, like I really wish they would have showed us like why Namor hates the surface world so much. I'm like, bro, they literally did show you. Like, were you not watching the movie?
He's like,
they
I have one
literally-
question. I don't even want to do this.
Bro, I turned it
were
off.
Were they white?
No, they weren't. That's the crazy part. And I turned it off right after that. I'm like, all right, yeah, no, your opinion is invalid because they literally gave you this whole section that showed you why he does not like the surface world.
Correct.
It's there.
And if you're not white, you should understand more. You should double understand. So, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Opinions in this movie have been very weird, so I'm trying to like not
been
look at people's
weird.
reviews. It's been weird as hell.
For
But
real.
anyway.
So yeah, from there we get to them showing, him showing Shuri Talokan, and then they
Chef's
sit
kiss.
back and have a conversation after that, and it's like, yo, so you see my world, you see what we built, and you see why I have to kill her.
Nah, they got deep. It was kind of like what Snowden was saying. Like he really broke it down to my
I love
origin.
how calm they
really
were, bro.
was. Yeah,
Both of them,
yeah.
even Shuri was calm.
You're
Like,
right.
they both were really,
You're
really
right.
calm.
Well,
like,
she was calm
to a point.
to a point.
It was
Yeah.
more like
Because
a
eventually she was like,
diplomatic-
"Oh wait, you're scary. I should maybe back up." At least I got that energy from her towards the end. But she was like, "No, I ain't doing
But
that."
that's what it seemed like. It was like a diplomatic, political conversation.
No, it
it was
really
like
was.
like if Putin and Biden
Right,
was
exactly
to
what
talk,
you're
right?
saying, yeah.
Like we not about to be screaming in here.
Exactly.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna lay out all of this, and this is why I feel this way, and this is why I feel this way, and then we're gonna try and come somewhere in the middle.
Right.
Right.
You can either get on board or,
Or
no.
die.
Bagger, huh?
What'd you say,
bro?
Alright.
I can't even lie. I thought he was trying to bag her. Like,
If I felt that energy
Because of the
at first,
energy,
yeah,
right?
I did feel that too.
Yeah.
But that's no more. He horny. In every comic, he's horny. He want fuck Sue. He want
In the
fuck like
comics.
he everywhere.
I'm gonna tell you what. Whoever they choose for Reed and Sue,
Yeah, I know.
is in
We.
for a competition.
I know.
He ain't gonna like him.
You know what?
That
They
boy
could make a
gonna pull
Reed
up
black.
and
I bet
Sue's
they
gonna
not
be
gonna
like-
make Sue black though. They want to see that. They've been telling you they've been doing it. I told you with Wonder Man and Wanda, they doing things.
Wanda's man.
They about to. Wanda's man. I can't do it no more. It doesn't sound the same. It doesn't sound the same.
No, but yeah. So that we get that conversation, and he's basically telling them like, "Yo, so you see what we built? I gave you my story. You understand now why we need to kill this. You gotta nip this in the bud. You feel me? Like before it becomes a bigger thing."
For Shuri too.
And Shuri was like, "Yeah, I respect it. I respect you and your people, but we can't do that." Right. And it was like, "Oh, okay, all right."
And like the thing is, he was really fighting for it too. When she's like, "Yo, I can't have you do that," he's like, "How do I get it through to you?"
Right? Like, how do I figure out
it's going to happen?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I just need you to either. And the thing is, what was beautiful, like it was stated before, if they would have just put their heads together to work together just
a whole
knock
different
this
thing.
shit off the board, it would have been different. Because the conversation, if Shuri would have brought up the fact that we rebuilt this not out of malice, she built it as a school project, and someone else used it. You don't have to kill her. The problem is the other people that used her. But the fact that Shuri was so bent on, no. Because she's not used to that.
Right.
She's not a diplomat.
Exactly.
She's a scientist.
Right.
She doesn't know how to have these kind of
conversations. Yeah.
So really, she's just trying to.
That's when I think she started. She didn't get mad, but she started ramping up a bit. Yeah. Where you're saying, right? She's like, no, okay.
Because even more, as someone who's seen what like surface dwellers do, he's like, yo, if they had what y'all had, they wouldn't think twice
at all. Yeah.
To blank y'all off the face of the earth. So what I'm saying is, if you and I need to know if you guys fuck with us or if I'm gonna fuck with y'all. You know what I mean?
I love that. Because I love that.
Me too. That energy.
He was like, yo, I need to know if you're a friend or a foe.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Because he's not overly. He's not trying to be
a bad guy. Right.
Because even when he pulled up on Ramonda and Shuri on the beach, he's like, listen, I could
kill you easy
right now.
Right.
And there's nothing y'all could do about it. But I would rather fix this so it's like that, and then you and I go separate ways. But then with M'Baku, when they were having the little like delegation, when he's like, what's to stop him from asking for more down the line? And then to play that same, like if that was Wakanda's whole what if, Namora is Namor's whole thing. Because, like, once again, we haven't gotten there yet. But she was the one who got in his ear, like, yo, they came down here. They know where we're at. So what's to stop them from coming back?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
and
like,
put the battery
right, same thing.
Their leaders had someone in their ear saying, yo, no, we should push back right now because we're not bitches. And we're not going to let them believe we are. So for him to, like, extend that olive branch to Shuri specifically, because Ramonda wasn't really trying to talk. Shuri was trying to talk, which is why they allowed her to come down and shit like that. So for him to be like, listen, you see what is at risk for us. Right. You didn't even know about us. Right. And y'all are the most advanced people up there. So for anybody else to get down here would be a problem. So I need to do this. And I just need to know if y'all are going to try to stop me at the door or if I have to kick that shit down.
Right. See, I feel like where you going with that? I feel like they're doing them more so fire because like I feel like they're building his Quicksilver act. So it's like Quicksilver he's an Avenger, he's a good guy, right? But then he's so fighting the fact that these humans still don't fuck with him because he's a mutant, right? Yeah. And they're doing the same thing with Namor. Like it's like I'm trying to be diplomatic about this, like but I also know that like at the end of the day, it's y'all versus us. Yeah. I'm trying to see, like, I have no trust for the surface world, and I'm trying to give y'all a chance because y'all seem to be the most pure people of the surface world, right? But at the end of the day, it's not going to take much for me to go crazy because you're still them, not us.
That's deep. No, that's real.
And is they building that with, with the mutant, but he's a mutant, right? So they're building.
I think that's going to lead into him specifically with mutants too. Eventually, yeah. Because what y'all, I know Super Side, and I don't want to stay too long on it, but like, do y'all think whenever the first mutant project that happens, let's say if it isn't an X-Men thing, but it's a mutant based thing, do you think he's going to be in it? Correct?
Absolutely.
I think the X-Men are going to have to be born out of whatever they do with the mutants.
With the mutants,
they're going
right?
to
I
put
agree.
the mutants, introduce them,
Yeah.
and then it's going to be Sokovia Accord type time.
Right.
We got to do something about these mutants.
Probably some Civil War type of
DDLC
thing,
is
right.
already chasing them and Miss Marvel and all of that. There's going to have to be somebody to protect these mutants.
Yeah, and that's
then,
where they're going to come
boom,
from.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Cool. Because I could see what's happening with him now. Exactly what you were just saying, leading into that for his perspective in a mutant based thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yo, quick question. So in this film, did they imply that Namor knew T'Challa?
No.
They imply that or no?
It was more that he just heard of Wakanda.
Yeah.
But he's never been up there.
Yeah, he never really went to T'Challa.
No.
Right.
Right. Did he even mention
Like,
Black
he
Panther?
mentions-
Like,
I
did
feel
he know
like-
what a
I feel
Black
like he
Panther was?
mentioned Son.
Yeah, like he mentioned. I feel like he mentioned a Black Panther.
Black Panther, right?
No,
Did
and
he?
then he mentioned. I feel like he mentioned like
I
you
fe-
lost. He said like you lost.
You lost your king or
brother,
your
right? Didn't he
protector,
say
right?
something like he knew?
That is true.
He knew something.
You know, you're
Oh,
right.
they-
He knew something. I don't know what it
But
was.
see,
Right.
That's what I'm like going back to it. He's a diplomat. He has to know about other people. So like,
And he the only one that can,
like,
from
while
his
he
people,
may
to
have
dip in
never
and
shook
out.
hands with
That
T'Challa-
can dip in and out
T'Challa.
like that.
Yeah, well,
Right.
he
Right.
knew that they opened up Wakanda to the world.
Touche.
So
Right.
that was T'Challa's doing.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
no,
he
that's
did
right.
own the T'Challa.
Right.
Thinking about
Right.
that. 100%. Good
Right.
point.
He did. So he did.
Right.
Yeah.
Where?
So yeah, from there, we get Shuri going back to Riri, talking to her about stuff. But also, we didn't talk about this yet, but this was also going on during the same time. It was Nakia and Ramonda.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah. Throw
so
that in there.
We'll talk about
God
Ramonda.
damn, Lupita Ny'ongo.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Bro, this
Yes.
thread we were on yesterday, everybody was just talking about just Lupita.
Yeah.
Everybody was just like, Lupita.
That suit was crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Stupid.
but yeah, so we get Ramonda pulling up on the kids like, yo, you ain't come to the funeral. What's up with you? But
In
it's just
Haiti,
like
by the way,
in Haiti.
that was
yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, that was
to me.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait, that again?
say that.
Because you know Haiti's like what, first free black nation or something.
Yeah.
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 Correct.
Right. That connection's deep.
Yeah, I think that was very purposeful.
purpose, right?
On
I
Coogler's
agree.
Part, to
I agree.
include Haiti in this joint.
Mm-hmm.
So we get Ramonda talking to Nakia, and like they're just giving more grief, more them dealing with the death of T'Challa, and she's like, "Yo, they took Shuri, and I need your help because you was a number one spy. You was
Yeah,
I know
she's
you know how to
capable.
handle this type of stuff.
I love how they used her in like that. You know what I mean? The way they used her in the film was really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Nakia, she goes down to Mexico or what do they call it? The Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes down there, does some some spy digging, talking to some people like, yo, do you know about the winged man in the water? So she finds that information out. So she basically just like chills on the water side and waits for some more intel, and then takes the ship down and finds it. Like she gets the coordinates and goes down there, which this right here was like Wakanda's first kind of mess up.
It was a mess
to
up.
me. But I feel like it was like,
She was, again, it's Ramonda
desperate.
acting out of emotion too, though. It's like, I just want my daughter back.
Y'all niggas
That's
tripping.
all it was.
Y'all, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
right.
Go get my daughter
Right,
back.
exactly.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
Fuck all that
And it's
shit.
wild because during this time, right, when Nakia gets in the ship to go down, Namor pulls back up on Ramonda. And they had that conversation, was like, yo, she's like, yo, is my daughter
She
alive?
called
She's
him.
like, yo.
Yeah, she did that on purpose to make sure he
She
wasn't
called
there.
him to
Nah,
draw him
facts.
out.
Facts. So it's like, yo,
But he was talking a little crazy on the beach. Like,
he was.
your daughter
was.
won't be coming back.
Yeah.
If you
If you don't do what I'm saying.
Nah, facts. And he was like, yo, if you tell anybody, if it no, what he say? No, he said, if anybody comes down here that's not from here,
He said,
I'm
if I
coming
see a
back up to-
Wakandan ship in the water.
yup.
I was like, wait, what if they have to like do tricks?
Right, like,
What if
bro,
I'm fishing? What if they
like,
fishing?
what the
Like,
hell?
Nah, he's
It's
like,
water.
yo,
I don't
if
give
they,
a fuck.
I'm going to, and he literally said, like, yo, I'm coming for you. I'm
Yes.
going to kill you.
And he did.
And he
Anyway.
And he was saying that as a Wakandan was,
was going down there. Bro, literally the next scene was like Nakia with a gun. Like,
Also, I pointed this out to you too. I don't know if y'all peep like just the way that I'm sorry, Tenoch, that's his name, right?
Yeah,
Who plays
Tenoch Huerta.
Namor?
Tenoch
Bro,
Huerta.
the way that he never gave eye contact to Ramonda anytime he talked to her made me lose my mind. Like, all right, so if this is your Ramonda and I'm Namor, he would be like this every time. Like, he would never give her a full, because he's like, respect that I'm gonna give you this conversation, but also like, get the like, I could squash you. You know what I mean? Like if you peep it again, like every time he talked, he never is looking at her in the face.
I ain't noticed that.
Yeah, it was kind of wild. It was kind of wild. And it was only with her. It was never like, even in the Shuri scene, he's kind of not like looking at them. He's just like wandering and talking. You know what I mean? Never actually giving them the time of day though.
Right.
It's
But like
crazy.
you said, I think that just comes down to the fact that on their first interaction, she was antagonistic to him.
Yeah.
There was a spear in his face.
That's facts.
Yeah,
Granted,
they were
Shuri did
hostile.
it too. Shuri did it too, but Ramonda was the one talking. She's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, yo, I don't repeat myself.
Right.
Who are you?
Yeah. That's
I don't fucking know you. You just pulled up out of nowhere."
in the from the water
From
at
the
that.
water.
Correct.
Like,
And then she's like, "Yo," like when he pulled up on the beach, she's like, "Yo, what can I give you to get
Right.
my daughter back, cousin?" He's like, "Nothing."
right, like what
That's
do you think this
literally
is?
Nothing you have of value for me. The person I need is underwater.
Like,
right
I got
now.
her already.
You're just mad that I have an extra stowaway.
Yeah.
But I promise you, if you try
Anything.
to pull some dumb shit,
Yo, saying it all like that, it's crazy. Like
I'm coming for you.
heavy.
he not only that, he said, "I'll make sure she don't come back,
Oh my God.
and then I'll make sure you join her wherever your ancestors be running around."
No! Not sending her to the plane.
to the
Yeah,
plane.
one big happy family.
Yeah.
Stop
that.
One big happy family.
That is not happy in my eyes.
At the
I don't know about
family
that.
reunion.
Who we in? Okay.
Oh my God.
He's
He
an
said, "Who we
issue," and that's what I
sending
mean
to
by
the-
he's intimidating without having to be intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole eye contact thing, even on 2 viewings, I didn't even pick that up.
Bro,
didn't
That's
it's
phenomenal.
kind of nasty because he's in her mid, like this her. He like, yeah, so I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you like,
actually
you
right.
crazy low key, like,
No,
yeah,
facts.
wow.
Real quick. The MCU needed his energy though.
Thank
like,
you.
I
like
love it, bro.
I like
I
it.
love it.
I like it.
His energy
Absolutely.
is so
I
necessary.
think it's reminiscent of a Thanos energy.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
Every
agree.
statement is a matter of factly thing.
Nah, facts.
You feel
Wow,
me? Like,
good
it's-
point.
Because I'm wondering how he gonna clash with some of these other heroes.
And
Because
it's
it's
gonna-
like,
and he's
I don't
gonna
feel like
clash.
I don't feel like they experience somebody be so matter of factly
No.
and not like it's like, yo, it is what it is. And if you got a problem with that, we could
back up the shit he's talking.
exactly, bro.
Like, they had to really deal with that.
Yeah, and especially somebody
Like him and
that's
Doctor Strange conversation gonna go bad.
super bad.
Like
and,
they should not talk
And bro, the fact that like we know he's gonna be around for a while, like he's not a villain. They're gonna just
at all.
like murk off.
Right.
He's gonna be a problem for the MCU for a while. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, yo, you're gonna have to deal with me.
wait. If you think the conversations with Strange is going to go bad, when Doom gets involved,
We'll get to that though.
And you know they got
Hold
they
on.
got dealings together.
Yeah, look,
so
we
it's
gonna
be
get
interesting.
there. Just wait, just wait.
We'll get there, but
Yes. Actually, think about it. We should probably get through
Yeah,
more of
yeah,
this.
yeah. Nah,
yeah,
facts,
because
that's
this movie is long as hell.
Nah, that's
and we're
facts.
like, where are we in it? Like
No,
20
facts.
minutes?
halfway through the film.
Yeah, yeah. we almost
If
there.
maybe we're halfway through the film.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Nakia goes down there, kills a couple Tylo Canil, Namor like that.
Yes.
Rescue.
There we go. I like
Shuri
this.
and all that. So we back at Wakanda.
Right.
Namor's like, yo, that was an act of war. We pulling up on him.
Yes. Exactly.
So we back at Wakanda. Even the kids back there, they talking. Everybody's like, oh, it's so good to see you. Da 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 da. Water starts flooding.
That scene visually so dope.
Like-
so dope.
Nakia looks around, and Okoye looks around. Are we being attacked?
being attacked.
Right.
Now the whole walls break through. It's all water.
Immediately, that joint was nuts.
It was crazy, and it was the owner popping from there.
Right.
It was the owner
Yes,
popping from there.
exactly.
And everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. They flooding this. The fight scenes. Namor walks up on water, and him and M'Baku.
By the way, he is
Siren
fast
calls are
as
happening again.
shit. Namor, he is fast as hell.
Yeah, the Sonic.
Yeah.
They started doing the Sonic attack. too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the sirens.
That was what I'm
again?
going to say when you said the water started like being on the ground. Both times they so subtle. I'd have been fucked up.
Yeah, bro.
There's music in the background.
Bro.
It's just water on the ground. Oh, somebody spilled something.
This is nice. Like this
Fuck
feels
is
like a
going
nice
on?
day. Yeah, I'm not thinking about that. Next thing you know, I'm dead.
No, that's facts, bro. The sirens is singing, and the water is raising. Namor wasn't playing.
Yeah,
He was not playing, bro.
Yeah.
So we get to that. Queen Ramonda has Riri in the, I guess, the palace.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, we need to fortify this. So they messing with the windows, like, yo, we got to make sure this joint is strong enough to hold us. And then Namor just pulls up, like, yo, I'm here to do what I told y'all I
Right,
was gonna
like, and I'm gonna do it. Yeah, just so you know.
do. Like, yo,
Say your last goodbyes and all that.
That I was coming for you and your people, and here I am. So he throws a spear at the window, it cracks it. and he's literally just sitting there waiting. Those the bombs.
Smiled at her.
He did.
He smiled.
I told you he liked the Green Goblin. I don't like it.
Then he threw the bombs. He threw the bombs at the window.
Bro.
And water bombs.
Yeah. Water bombs.
30
of them Jones.
Yeah, he dipped and came back with him.
Yep. And it was like, whoa.
My question is, where the fuck did he pull them from?
Bro.
Where were they sitting?
Yeah.
That he could just be like, it's not like a cartoon character, but like their pockets are just deep.
The whale threw it up.
Oh, it could have been the whale. You know what? Way to bring back that whale. Yeah. It was the whale.
Absolutely.
No, facts. So
But something else that was important happened in this scene.
Go ahead.
You remember when they were doing the original council meeting?
Yeah.
And like M'Baku walks in and he's like, yo, if I was there, we would have just fucked him up.
Yeah.
It would have been no problem.
And then he does come.
And then he gets cracked.
And the way they slow-mo that thing, you're like, did they break his insides? Like, what just
Bro, they
happened?
slowed that joint down all the way down.
Oh, my God.
But he was getting busky before he got. I mean, he took
Nah, he
the
was.
staff.
He was going crazy before.
But he wasn't going up against Namor.
Yeah.
Right. Because he was getting busy. You 100%.
Namor
But
didn't
then
even turn around, bro, until he punched. Like, he came through with the staff to try to. Namor was.
Bang.
Cave your chest in.
And then
it got to the.
like, maybe literally.
Hard, he
like,
didn't even get back up. He went.
yeah.
Bro, he was like breathing hard.
Bro.
His face was like, bro, if I didn't have this thing
Right. Oh, my God. If he actually didn't have it, he was gone. Yeah.
Nah, facts.
Oh, shit.
The fish man, you know.
Not the fish man. Not the
But the
fisherman.
reason I brought that up for being important, it changes his whole mindset.
No, you're right.
No,
That's
facts.
very
It
true.
changes
Great
everything
point.
because he was like,
Because he didn't want to fight.
Right.
He didn't want to fight after that.
He's like, no. Let's.
He
think
became
about
Hulk
this now.
in Infinity War.
Nah, that's
He
facts.
said, no.
Nah, that's facts.
Like, for real.
So after this part,
No, they hulked him.
nah, they did Hulk him.
Oh, no, not being hulked is a bad thing nowadays. They got to save Hulk, guys. They got to save him. Oh, shit.
Nah, so like after this part happens, we get the unfortunate death of Queen Ramonda in the water after she was trying to save Riri.
Did that break y'all theater too?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
me.
honestly
Because at first I couldn't
really-
tell she was actually dead. Like I had a
Yeah.
feeling. I'm like, if anybody going, she gone. I had that feeling, but during it, I'm like, oh, maybe they going like this water. Then you see Riri get the water out, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold
gone?
you from the second. I was just peeping the parallels because Iron Man like was really one of my favorite movies that started off the MCU. I knew right then and there. I was like, this is her Yesen moment. Like this is the moment that's gonna make her.
Yeah.
This is her.
Because you already
this is her
peeped the
Phil
parallel,
Coulson
right?
moment.
Yeah.
Like, this is her
Every
Avenger
hero
moment.
has to have that inciting
Yeah.
moment to
Yeah,
then
they turn
take
them
the
up.
call to action.
And Wakanda's going to travel so far now because like one of her main things is damn the Queen Ramonda saved my life with her life.
Yeah. Nah,
But my
facts.
thing is, I don't know what it is with mothers in the MCU. Like, yeah, are they going to survive for a little bit? Sure. Even if you look at someone like Aunt May, who's not technically a mom.
he's gonna say it.
That one hurt me too.
Yeah,
But the thing
Bad,
is,
bad.
you have Thor's mom, you have Aunt May, you have Ramonda. All three of them, did they die? Yes. Were we upset? Yeah, Frigga, a little bit. But like, they all went out on their terms. You feel me? And their terms was, I'm still going to be a good person.
At the end of the
Like,
day,
you're not going to stop me from either sacrificing myself or standing my
That's
ground.
deep. Yeah.
And I appreciate
I'm dying
that
on
because
this
Frigga,
hill. Yeah.
Right.
Frigga died protecting Jane Foster.
Oh, right.
Fucking Aunt May died because she was trying to get
Peter,
Peter
yep.
to realize you have to protect these people. And then Ramonda was like,
Damn,
I'm
Ramonda shit
protecting
wasn't
this
even
girl.
related to her. Like that's what's more crazy. That's not even her kid. They got nothing to do with her. She don't know her.
Yeah.
No,
Like, that's
it was
wild.
related to her. It was related to her because Shuri was the one that wanted to save her. And
Again?
my daughter wanted to save her, so now this is
Got
my
it.
daughter's plight,
Got
so
it.
it's my
connection,
plight.
so it's
too.
mine now.
Exactly.
Damn, that's even heavier.
That's heavy.
And I took
Low-key.
you in like that's black mom right there.
No, I
like
get
this
it.
my
Yeah.
daughter
Yeah,
friend.
I
I'm gonna
took
make
you
sure you
in.
good. You got you hungry.
Even though it's today, like still, like we're
Yeah.
like you family now. Yeah, that's deep, bro.
Facts.
That's really
Heavy.
deep.
So we
But
go
yeah,
from
when Namor pointed at her and said, or he didn't even point yet. He was like, bury your dead.
bury
More
your dead,
your
more your losses.
That was crazy.
You a
bro.
queen now.
That one.
Yes.
You're queen now. I was like,
queen
oh
now.
fuck.
Bro, that
don't-
in the midst of Shuri breaking down, bro, that whole
That's
scene
Too
was
much.
crazy.
It's too much.
Like
That's
he's
the
literally
moment
just
that
calm,
got
like,
me.
yo,
Yeah.
yeah, the smoke is here,
Right.
and Shuri is just breaking down,
I-
bro.
oh my
like
God.
it's like,
Yeah, that scene
whoa,
is
this
nuts.
is wild.
I
it was
told
a
you
lot.
so. I told you so.
Yeah.
While it was upsetting to see Ramonda now make her exit, like I was sad about that. But it was seeing the heartbreak
Shuri.
on Shuri.
No, it was Shuri
That
for me.
broke me.
It was
I was
Shuri.
like-
Yeah.
Shuri was amazing.
Yes,
Bro,
she
amazing.
became Peter
Amazing.
Parker.
Bro, thank you. I was gonna say it. No, literally, that was Spider-Man: No Way Home. Like she got nothing now.
And that's why the movie stood strong so good, because the first half there was no Black Panther, but the storyline of this is the same thing I said about Moon Knight, where you didn't need to see Moon Knight that much because the actual alter ego,
Is
like
what
the storyline without the hero, be so deep on that
Yes.
Peter Parker-esque thing. It's like, oh, yo, you got me.
Yeah, it got me bad. Got me bad.
Nah, for sure.
That's why when she becomes the Black Panther and she drops down,
Bro,
it hit all of us like crack.
Hold
we
on,
were like,
oh,
oh,
let's get to that now.
I know, I'm just saying.
That's my favorite,
bro.
That's one of my favorite scenes, bro. Because it's
chills.
It's,
the chills.
It's the feelings. Hold on, we
Right,
skipped some
come
stuff.
on,
Hold on, we gotta get. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
That's
Let's get to it. Hold on.
Maybe let's just finish the review.
No,
first.
yeah. All right, so we get there was the funeral Ramonda, her and Baku talk. We get past that. She's trying to come up with the heart-shaped herb.
Yes.
Nakia is helping her.
Synthetic heart-shaped herb.
A synthetic heart-shaped herb, yes. Nakia is helping her. She's using like the materials from the bracelet that Namor gave her earlier in the film.
Which was dope too. I thought that was really meaningful.
Yes, it
that
was.
That was
which
great.
actually worked.
Yeah.
And it made it possible for her to create the heart-shaped herb. She creates the heart-shaped herb. She goes under. Who did she see in the ancestral plane? Killmonger.
She saw Creed.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yes.
Before this moment happened, who did y'all think she was going to see?
You want my honest opinion? It was him. But maybe that's because I just assumed he was going to be in the movie though.
I knew that, but I also kind of thought maybe Ramonda too.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Ramonda.
I thought it was too obvious.
Because low-key, no, bro. Remember when they was about to pan, when they were panning over, like, because remember when she gets out the
it
water,
makes you think it's gonna be her.
it looked
right,
like her hat's
right.
in there. It looked like her hat is there,
It
bro.
looked like her hat.
Yeah, it looked like her hat was there because I really thought it was Ramonda.
Good point.
So in my heart of hearts, I was like, I don't think that they would do it out of respect for him. But I was like, if they were ever going to do like a stunt and double, sort of like Brian from Furious 7 for T'Challa, it was here.
That was that.
I'm
yeah.
so happy they
They
not
didn't.
do that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they did not even. The only thing we saw from him were clips.
Those clips.
Yep.
I'm so happy they didn't go the route of, hey, just stand here and then we'll super.
It would have felt
impose
weird.
his
It would have
face.
felt really weird. Yeah.
They could do some type of CGI stuff.
Yeah.
I was so afraid of that.
Me too.
So yeah, we get the conversation between Shuri and Killmonger.
Great scene too. Way to
which
go,
is
Michael.
Crazy. I love their back and forth.
Yeah, it was great.
I love
the
their
back and forth was great.
Big.
Yeah, and then just what he was saying, he was like, "Yo,
You like me?
you more like me than you think.
Than you
Because
think.
why am I here? You asked to see me.
Literally, yeah.
Your vengeance and your anger.
That hit me.
brought
I was like,
here.
"Ooh, damn, girl, that's on you."
Yeah,
Like,
and the
ugh.
fact they would and they go back and forth. She was like, "Nah, you killed, you did this, you did that." He was like, "Your daddy ain't no better than me. He a hypocrite."
Yeah, no, that was great. Yeah,
And
I
I'm
was like, "Oh,
"Yo,
damn."
they going back and forth. This is a battle right now."
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
He would have killed that
He would have
girl.
killed that girl,
Bro.
He killed his own brother. Yo.
And it was like,
That
"Yo,
is
you got to
nasty.
deal with that. She got to deal with that."
Yeah,
It's
and
the
that's
facts.
that's
It's
what
facts.
that alone is probably like was the cherry on top. Be like, I'm mad. I'm
Not only
over,
that,
like-
not only calling out T'Chaka, but he also called out T'Challa within
Yeah.
the same
Yes, he
moment.
did.
He said, the guy who killed your dad is still walking because your brother couldn't do it.
oh my.
He said, me, on the other hand, I came back.
Yes, it did.
I
said, "This
did
is
what
your
needed
king?"
to be done for this country.
Oh my god.
So who are you going to be?
Yeah.
It's either you're going to be your
That
brother and
scene
your
was
dad,
heavy.
or you're
gonna
going to
be like me.
And he kind of made it even a little bit deeper because he said you're gonna be noble like your brother,
Right. Oh,
or you're gonna get shit done,
like
like
me.
I did.
oh my
Because
god.
once again, my hat's off to the people writing the
Yeah, it's the
fucking
writing,
script.
bro. Oh my god.
Because this conversation could have been completely different.
Yeah.
If we saw Killmonger and going off of what happened at the end of the last Black Panther film, he could have been like, "Yeah,
He could have changed his
I'm
mind.
here
He could have
because your brother
100%.
changed me.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm gonna push you
Great
to
point,
do
bro.
better."
Yeah, because
But he
I
was like,
almost thought he would have been that
didn't
way.
change
Yeah.
shit, baby.
Ain't nothing.
Either you're gonna go do this.
He said, "Ain't nothing changed but the dreads.
Facts.
Ain't nothing changed but the
It
dreads."
is-
They didn't change. They expanded.
It make his death all that more powerful in the original movie.
Yes, it
do.
does.
Because he got to die in the sunset in Wakanda, knowing he was right.
Yep.
And now
It
even in
still
that
feel that way,
afterlife,
and he's standing on it. That's so
I'm
hard,
right.
look. You know
I'm
what?
so right. You seeing me in your ancestral
Way
blue.
to go,
That's how right I
Killmonger.
am.
You did it. You did it, guy.
Damn.
Nah, that's real, bro.
God.
Never would have
super
thought
real.
that, like, we got to see him be like, yeah, nigga, I told y'all. Like, that's crazy.
No, in fact, right? Vindication for Killmonger. That's crazy,
Right? Nah,
so
that's
like,
wild.
Shuri wakes up, she's tripping, like, yo,
Of course,
they,
yes.
she, and it's more the grief has got twisted
It's
because now
bad.
she's like, yo,
it's rage now,
bro? She's
Yeah.
like, why they abandon me? Why they leave me?
Yeah.
And the kid's like, no, they would never leave you. She's like, no, F all this, and then she punches the mannequin
like Black Panther,
like Black
does
Panther
in the
did
first
in the
movie.
first one.
Yeah,
And the heart-shaped herb worked.
yeah.
It worked.
So she gets her new suit, which is amazing. And this whole scene after this is so incredible, bro. How she goes to the Wakabi tribe. You see, they arguing first. They're arguing like, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" She comes down from the top, like,
Oh my God.
And Baku sees it first, like, "Oh, hold up." Comes down in this new suit, bro.
That
Bro, it's
I don't know if you want to do
crazy.
that now. I'm about to say I like it more. I know.
Suit is fire.
I like it
because
more.
it didn't
I
take
ain't
it
gonna
took
lie
me to the
you.
end of the movie.
I
to
like it more than
realize,
T'Challa's. I ain't even trying to be like that,
Jones
but I
going
like
across
it.
her chest.
Yeah.
I like the
She had
Wakanda
the gold and the silver. It was
Just
like
the
a
main
mix.
one, the first one from Black Panther, the main one.
Cause see,
I just like the gold.
I still love the Civil War Black Panther.
That's
like
Civil War
the
Okay, that's a
hard.
different one. So
Yeah,
I won't say that.
So good.
Yeah.
But like,
I like the
think-
gold details and like the face paint that's on the mat. Stupid.
Because the gold
bro.
details look like they
That's-
do in the Wakanda Forever suit.
Yes, like
But,
bro.
That's a bit of my problem. Her suit is loud.
It's
You
loud
know
as
what I
hell.
mean?
It is loud. It's
And,
loud.
like,
It's
there's
low
a
key
lot
ghetto, but it's
going
lit.
on.
But she's
don't
loud.
get me wrong. I get it because like the gold is to represent not only like her father who was king and Black Panther before her,
But Killmonger.
but also Killmonger.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
With
silver
the
is supposed
gold,
to
not
represent
thinking
her
of
brother.
that.
I didn't think of
Didn't
that.
Her
think
brother's
about
supposed to
that.
be
Wow.
represented
Think
by the
about that.
silver.
By the silver, because it's gold
And then
and
she
silver
has
on
the
it.
dots to represent
Yes.
herself.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there's
Wow.
still so much happening on
It is a
those.
lot on
Yeah.
it.
It's a lot.
It is.
Like,
I
if
feel like
you
that's
told
the-
me gold
Certain
and the
shots
silver
of it
were
look
only-
really good though.
Yeah.
Other times I can
Yes.
see you being like it's a lot. I can see that.
Yes.
I understand.
Yeah. So she comes
yeah.
through to the elders, is like, yo, I am the Panther. And they do the arm wrestle. And it felt,
Arm wrestle.
That was dope.
to me, it felt
fire.
like when she won the arm wrestle, to me, if you look at M'Baku's face,
Yeah,
it
it's
looked
his
like
face.
he was proud.
Bro, he was. He was
was
happy
like,
for
He
her.
yo.
grabbed her arm. He was like, all right, chill.
But the
Nah,
face, like when he
he
grabbed
was
him, was
happy
like the
for her.
Panther lives. He was like, you could see it in his face, like he's happy. Like, yes, she finally standing on this. She's standing on it.
I
And
love
then-
his character,
and bro.
bro,
And when
man.
all the elders, they all put their hands on her.
Yeah, that was deep.
That was such a powerful
Wow.
scene, bro. Like,
But the thing
Yeah.
is, in that, like, you can see it on her face. Even in that moment, she
Yeah.
triumphed.
She did. She
But
yeah.
she's still fucking mad.
yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah,
they're
was
all
so
putting
bro.
their
much.
hands
The
on her.
so
So,
hold
like,
on.
much,
Let's
yeah.
get to it. The conversation they have after that. She's like, "Yo, so
yeah, wow, that conversation. too.
Namor, we gotta end this nigga. Like, we gotta end it
Yeah.
because he's
And he's
his
like, yo,
problem.
yo,
He's like, yo,
relax.
we can't go to war right now. Like, if we kill him, they look at him as a god. We can't kill him. That's eternal war between our
They're only gonna come
eternal
after
war.
us.
And that's it. So like, we got to think of a different way. And she like, nah. And I love how she's standing
I
on
like
it.
the energy, though.
I,
I
love
like
how
the
she's
energy.
standing on it to
She
M'Baku.
tripping, but I get
to
it.
her to
Yeah.
M'Baku,
Good
like, yo,
call.
we doing this.
Right.
Tomorrow, we
Like
out
I'm the,
tomorrow.
you remember I'm the Black Panther right now? Like that's the yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he
you fighting with
respects
me.
it still.
Yo, he
Even
do.
though he disagrees, he respects it still.
He was like,
all right.
okay.
It's my mom that died. We sliding right now.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
We sliding right now.
Emotion.
Just within that scene where he's like, "That's not what your mom would want," and she's like, "Do not bring up what my mom would want."
She's not here.
She's not here.
anymore,
Bro, anytime she had a really emotional line, you heard
She
you felt
delivered, bro.
the fuck out of that. Oh my god, like everybody had chills at the same times in the entire movie. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
For sure.
And the
Insanity.
moment she pointed at him, she said, "I'm doing this tomorrow," and you're
You're gonna
coming.
Oh
You're
my god.
fighting
And
with
he goes,
me.
She was talking how Namor was talking to her.
Yeah.
yes,
wow.
with the
Look
point
what
and
he, look what he did to
everything.
her.
Nah, facts. So
Yes.
from here, we get her and Riri coming up with this plan to get Namor out of here, which is to kind of create something to
Such a smart plan.
kind of dry him out.
Yeah, that was really
dehydrate
smart.
him. Yeah. So
Because I was like, how y'all gonna figure this out? Like, yeah. that was
so
dope.
we get
Because even not to cut you off.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
But something that I only got on the second part because I was like not caught up in everything that was happening and I was paying attention a little bit more. M'Baku goes, "We can't kill this nigga who has the strength of the Hulk."
He did say
I was
He
that.
did say that.
Oh, you're right. You really
He is. Yeah, you cannot.
can't,
That's
because
super real.
your chest almost got caved in.
Bro.
All your other soldiers aren't wearing that. The Dora Milaje, if he punches one of them,
Oh my God.
it's a wrap. So you're right. You can't just do that.
Yeah, you cannot. You cannot. Y'all just all gonna die in it's minutes.
Right. But it was the comparison of strength level to the Hulk. That
Right.
made
Like that says a
it
lot.
go,
It's like, oh, we ain't know all that. Okay, it do seem it, but okay, you're confirming. You're confirming. Okay,
Nah, that's facts.
I gotta see Namor in the Hulk. Oh shit,
Right, that's gonna be crazy.
that's crazy.
So
He gonna throw a whale at him?
I don't know. Hulk might catch it.
that is true.
Facts. That's what I thought.
That is true. You know what I mean? That's gonna be an interesting fight,
Right.
So from there we get to Wakanda. Y'all let me know if I'm missing anything. But we get to them. I'm kind of skipping a little bit. We get to the ship. So they're all on the water. They drew the Tenoch Huerta out for his fight, and
Which was smart again.
very smart.
All smart moves. Yeah.
The only thing that was not smart about this plan, if I'm going to fight people, I'm not fighting them on their turf.
True.
That was the mistake Tony made in Infinity War.
Ooh,
I'm
true.
not fighting Thanos
Right.
on Titan.
Oh yeah, that's
Bring his ass here.
No, that was bullshit. Peter Quill fucked that up. But
He did.
That was a good plan.
Yeah,
Fuck-
almost
fuck
worked.
Peter
It did
Quill.
almost work.
Fuck
almost
Peter Quill. I can't stand that nigga because of that one scene. Like,
Still, every time I see it, I still get mad.
But
But
we
yeah.
can't be mad at Peter and not be mad at Ramona.
Right,
for what
no,
she
it's
did
the
in
same
this
thing.
film.
Nah, that's
It
true.
So wait a second. Is it fuck her too?
y'all can't be. I can. My black queen did nothing wrong.
No, you know what? Give
Tripping.
it back. Yes. Not my black queen. Yes.
But
The only thing that we skipped over was the fact that Riri was making her Mark II suit and the
There you
Midnight Angel suits were being made.
Yes,
And
Midnight
completed.
at the same time,
which
right.
is stupid. I didn't know it was exactly from the comic. Like it looks exactly like
Oh,
the comic.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
shit
I had
tough.
to look up a picture of it.
Super tough.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we at the ship. They drawing them more out. Big battle. Wakanda versus Tenoch Huerta.
Very crazy.
Very crazy battle. Everybody getting their rematches. Atuma and Okoye. You get
Bro, also the way Shuri is moving, just the way her, like a damn actual panther, like, and I know,
When she
T'Challa
crawled
would
at
at
one
times.
point-
She literally is doing the jump. You
That
know what I'm saying?
that herb is working.
Woo, that herb. She got too high. That's what it was. That's too much herb. Too much herb.
But nah, so yeah, they're moving. What quick side note: the CGI in these last couple scenes have they stepped it up. It's in comparison to the original film with like the final battle between Black Panther and Killmonger. The CGI here was A1.
I will say at certain points, her head doesn't fit the suit. And that bothered me a tad bit.
Okay, like when it would come off, when she would take it
like
off.
when it was just her head on the suit, I was like, "Come on, this
I
is
felt that the
bothering me."
first
Towards
way
the
I-
end, you're
first
saying
time I saw
towards the
Riri.
fight.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I felt that the first time I saw Riri.
Got you.
Not the other times, but the first time they showed Riri, I was like, is her head really fitting in that suit right now?
You're talking about the big one, right? Yeah, you're
Mark
right.
II.
That's a big ass suit. That's why it looked weird. It probably would look weird either way because
Yeah.
she's so small compared
Right.
to it. Yeah.
So everybody's getting their rematches in. They wound up finessing and getting Namor on the trap ship.
Yeah.
And they're able to air him out. So they're having a conversation, and she's like, "Yo, I'm here for retribution. I'm the Black Panther, and I'm here for retribution. Like we gonna get to it. We get to it." So like they're fighting, doing that. Namor stabs the bottom of the ship. Ship explodes. They're on a desert now, or the beach or whatever.
Yeah. Right. Probably one of the.
And this is one of the craziest fights.
That was a great.
Very good fight.
Again,
bro.
another
Best
scene
fight.
where the silence was phenomenal though.
Yes.
Like,
The
whoa,
silence.
you were in it. Especially with everything that just happened in this movie. You know, this is the last battle. You're just like everybody, like, whoa, you know?
Also, something else that I appreciate in the final fight, you would think because she's a female, he would pull punches.
Oh, he did not.
He did not.
No.
Oh my
He
God.
did
Not even
not.
look-
There was one part where he swung and she just happened to duck, and you saw his back.
Ooh, that
I was
one.
like,
it went
no,
like slow mo.
no.
Nah, that was stupid.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was like,
stupid.
no, that was a killing
Yeah.
blow right there.
Nah.
She's
He
not a
was coming
female
for
to
you.
him. She's not
Yeah,
female to
right.
him. It's back to that us versus them.
Yeah,
You are surface
right.
world. You are them.
Yeah.
You are them. That's
You are
real.
them. Yeah.
Khaled would
That final
Khaled would
fight
hate
where
her.
He just comes by, he's like, and then flies real quick, and then takes her up, locks her leg, and then smacks
Ooh,
her
that
into
one
the
was
ground.
nice.
I was like, no,
Bro.
Nah, bro, I gotta see
do
this like
something.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta go see
Oh
this.
my god!
How was y'all
Jesus.
theater when Namor stabbed her? Because that was a crazy scene.
Yeah,
Everyone
I lost. Yeah,
Everybody
Yeah,
gasped.
everyone
at least
Yeah.
for a second. Like I had to actually think, like, okay, wait, she's Shuri, Black Panther. Okay, she's gonna be alive. Like I had to think about it for a sec because I was like,
Processing.
that looks bad.
Yo,
Like,
it was very bad.
That looks bad.
Yeah.
Also,
The
someone made a
first thought
great
that went through
point.
my head, I was like, did they wipe out the whole
family.
royal family?
The whole family.
No,
That's
stop.
what I thought.
That's what I thought for a sec, right? Yo, someone made a great point out. In the first movie, does he get stabbed at all? The T'Challa gets
Yeah,
stabbed.
Killmonger stabs in
There we go.
the fighting and throws him over the jaw. Yeah,
They said after that, remember she pulls it out and does a flip over this nigga?
She did.
Like, you know how strong she got to be in comparison to him? Comparison to T'Challa? I'm like, dang.
Well, he didn't have the herb.
Well, he didn't have the herb.
He didn't have the herb. Okay, forgot about that. Sorry.
It was stripped
Because when
away.
you think about it, Killmonger got
It was
stabbed
stripped
with
away.
the suit
You know
on,
what?
too.
You did good.
Killmonger
What'd you say? I'm
got
sorry.
stabbed with his suit on as well, but the vibranium train was like fucking with the suits, so that's the only way that the blade could go through.
Touche.
Like, he pulled it out too, but once again, that just speaks to her,
Right.
And how her rage was pushing her.
Yeah, pushing it.
Facts.
Exactly.
And I'm wondering, does
She's
the
like, I'm
vibranium
not dying yet.
Right.
Before you, I'm not.
right? I'm wondering if the vibranium suit has any healing properties, or is she
Probably.
kind of
It's
tricked out the
Shuri.
inside.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
It is
Correct.
Shuri.
Right, it's
she
Shuri,
putting
yeah,
technology all up in there.
The
You ain't
same
never
way
lied.
that Tony has been brought up multiple times during this whole conversation
Right.
about like how we can put things back to him and just the way that he functioned. Every time something happened in one of his movies or one of his outings, the next suit prepared for that.
You ain't never
You
lied.
know
Right.
what I mean?
Nah, facts.
So if we're going to assume that she did the same thing with like, oh,
Right.
my brother killed to I can't pronounce
Killmonger. Right.
T'Challa or something like that. The way he killed him
Oh,
and he
gotcha.
could not heal from it. I'm gonna make sure if I get stabbed, that shit's not gonna happen to
Right.
me.
Yeah.
So if we're alluding to Tony again, that only makes sense
The most sense.
in my head.
Right.
I agree. But
How
yeah.
about when she cut off that nigga's wing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you for calling that out.
in his hand, in her hand,
She
in her
held it up.
hand.
She held it up. Bro, he looked down, was like, and she was like, oh my god.
You looking for
The
this?
only thing that could have made that scene better if she went,
Oh my god.
She LeBron'd it.
Not Brian.
And there's just wings everywhere, like all these feathers and stuff flying around. Like,
but to see her
You need this,
standing
huh?
there like, yeah.
So that wing gonna grow back though, right?
Right. I thought that too.
I
Got
feel like
to,
it will.
yeah.
It has
It's
to.
gonna grow back.
That's
All
his
right.
signature. You
Because
can't
that
just
wasn't
walk
her only savage moment with him. When the dehydration started and she was like, you need a bottle of water?
Oh, she did. Yes, she did say that shit. You thirsty? Oh my
She was
god.
like, you look parched, my boy. You'd be ashamed if I just slapped
Yo,
the shit
she
out of
was
you right
sucking
now.
heavy,
bro. And then the part, all right, so like we get to the end of the fight, and then she did the flip over him, and she's about, he's about to come back. He's like, and she does a whole Wakanda Forever, and then the
Yes.
whole thing explodes.
That
Blows
was
up the whole ship.
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck this nigga. I'm trying to
bro.
kill him." Like,
She burnt his whole back.
I'm gonna
Like,
be honest. The way that y'all were worried about like Shuri, I was worried about him. I was like, no, do not kill him, bro.
No, that's
Yeah,
right.
bro.
That's real because Marvel has a history. They have
I'm
a
killing
history
their
of
villains.
killing
Yeah.
their villains, yeah.
Someone said, I think
Because-
Taz said that. Taz was like, I'm so glad that they're finally not killing their villains every
Yes.
time. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
no, don't kill him.
Right.
Because we can use him later.
Exactly. Right.
so
right.
many
This
places.
It'd be no more whales.
Character.
Should be no more
Be no
whales.
more
It's
whales.
crazy. So yeah, we got that happen. Shuri's about to give him the killing blow. You hear Killmonger like, yo,
His
Do
Peter
it.
Parker moment.
he in the back, do it. And then Ramon pops up, and then Central Plain was like, no,
That was deep, bro.
show him who you are.
And that's all she had to say.
And that's what she said to
That's
T'Challa.
what she said to T'Challa.
That's what she said.
during the fight.
I think
I'm
against
gonna be
Killmonger
so
again.
Yes.
Like both times she had to show who you are against Killmonger.
That's stupid.
Basically.
That nigga
I'm
the
gonna keep
devil.
it a buck. Did y'all get Lion King vibes from that? Like when Mufasa peeks his head out and talks to
To be
Simba?
honest,
Yeah.
I get Lion King vibes all the
All the
time from
time,
Black
yeah,
Panther.
yeah.
Even
It's
in the first one, if I'm being honest,
yeah.
I think it's just something
That
the
ancestral plane in the first movie,
The
Simba,
music
Lion
kind of hits
Sure.
a certain
It's
way.
Disney.
So
Sure.
it's,
It's
yeah.
Black Disney.
It's
It's Black Disney in Africa. They're
Yeah.
both, it's like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
nah,
know,
they definitely pulling from that.
They had the ancestral plane in Lion King too,
right? Like
Low
you know
key?
what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That's real. Yeah.
No, that's facts.
Even the tree that's in the joint, I be thinking
It
it's the
looks
tree of life
similar.
and shit.
It
I
do,
be
yeah, it
yeah.
looks- it looks
I
very
be the whole
similar.
time.
So
Next
yeah,
thing you know, Simba gonna pop out in the next
Right.
Black Panther,
right.
He'd be like, hey, I'm in the wrong movie. Bro. You should listen to your mom.
or it's just Donald Glover.
Multiverse.
Oh,
It's an
Donald
incursion.
Glover walks
It's
in,
an incursion.
and he's
It's an
just like,
incursion.
"Is this the wrong?" Okay, I'll just
He said it's an incursion.
no do that.
The Disney World
And
combines
the-
and the Marvel
Okay,
world
Kingdom
combines.
Hearts. Come on now, come on, Kingdom Hearts live action. It's like, no.
But nah,
So
so
Shuri-
we get to the
go ahead.
end of that. We get to the end of the fight. She's like, "Yo, you yield, and we'll protect your people. We'll protect your secrets, and we're not gonna have no more beef, whatever. Like yield. So this is for your people." And he agrees. They come back in the fight, and what is that? That takes it to basically the end of the film.
Kind of. But he speaks to his people, and they're like, "You messed up."
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fly over to the ship.
Yeah. And what's her name? Namora was like, "Yo,
Basically, I don't know if you should have did that.
yeah," but he's like, "No,
I definitely should
you
have.
gotta look at the long game. They trust us now in a way, or do they? But like
that is how we said it.
They're gonna need
yeah.
us. He's basically saying when they come for them, they're gonna need us to help. So like just relax.
Yeah.
Just relax.
And then I do think there's one more scene of Shuri before the post credit scene. Or am I lying?
Is it the Riri scene when she gives her the car?
Yes.
And she takes the suit back.
Yeah, and she takes the suit back.
Yep.
Yeah. Takes the suit back from Riri, gives her the new version of her father's will, and then where we at?
Oh, Okoye breaks Ross out.
Yes,
Right.
Yes.
Colonizer in chains.
That was amazing.
was funny.
He said, "I never thought I'd see."
I have seen it all. I have seen it all.
I love the colonizer jokes. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, my favorite colonizer. That's crazy. That's don't think they have that type of relationship though. That's kind of cool.
That's facts.
But also, real quick, since we were on that scene, do you think that scene led to something for Ross or led to something for Midnight Angels?
I don't know.
Not that deep, but I don't know. Maybe both. Maybe both.
Because we all know that there's multiple Wakandan TV shows in effect.
And Midnight Angels is the first one.
Disney Plus. Correct. That because there was a rumored Okoye series because they were like, we may not give her a movie, but a TV show. Or now that they're doing these special presentations, I'll watch a special presentation.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well,
But it might be all of them, so I wouldn't be mad at the show too. Since it's all of them. Yeah.
But she shines so hard in Walking Dead because Dana Guerrero is from Walking Dead. She
Yeah,
the show.
that's how I know her.
So like I think she'd be perfect for a TV show.
For sure,
No, of
right?
course.
Yeah. You were saying this too. And bro, not even just her, who they just added.
Macaulay Cole.
There we go. From Chewing Gum. May I Destroy You? Like they could load that joint up.
Yeah.
I didn't care for her character whatsoever.
Wait, I liked her a lot.
I thought they didn't give her enough.
They didn't give her a lot. Yeah.
So this is the miss that I thought they had here was when Okoye gets discharged, right? Isn't it not Ayo that steps up to be the leader of the Dora Milaje at that point?
Yeah.
I wish they would have given her a moment because like the audience loves Ayo, don't we?
That's
like,
real.
right?
No, that's
She
real.
showed up in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Right.
Yeah.
Big with Bucky.
Again,
like,
maybe
coming
this is
over.
for a Midnight Angels thing though, because it's about to be based
Maybe.
probably about all three of them.
But
I
that's
wish
the
you would've
thing.
just got
Ayo
one.
Yeah,
was
you're
not
right.
Midnight Angel. Ayo was just
Yeah,
now
she
the
was just
Dora
still another
Milaje
Dora.
general.
Oh, so she's not a Midnight Angel.
No, the only
Midnight
two are Okoye
and
and Aneka.
Aneka, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like he was, like Dennis is saying, I would have rather you gave it to Ayo because I don't know Aneka.
Right. We don't have that connection yet. Yeah.
What's her name? Ayo.
Yeah.
She was around since Civil War.
Yeah, she was in
predates
Civil War.
Okoye.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
does.
She was
Yes,
the
she
one who
does.
stepped up to Natasha and
Yes.
was like, move or you'll
I remember
be
that.
moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I would have much rather them just focus on her character rather than introducing a new one that
Right.
doesn't really get development in a movie where a lot has to happen.
That's true. I
Right.
think,
And
they
they put
just
her Falcon
poking
Winter
because,
Soldier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's
feel
such a
like-
big actress, not huge actress, but she's big enough for people to be like, I'm gonna watch something that she's in.
Right,
So
right,
like, I feel like this was all just poking to the show.
No,
but like,
for
yeah, they
sure.
could have did that.
I'm probably gonna put her in Okoye's spot at the you know?
Yeah. And I do feel like them, even if it is just Aneka and Okoye as the Midnight Angels, I feel like Ayo is going to be in the
100%
show
she's gonna
because
be
now
in the
they,
show.
they have that relationship. Obviously,
Exactly.
they showed that Aneka and Ayo was in a
Are together,
relationship,
right.
so that's going to be there somehow. You feel me? So we
And then
get
Ross is supposed to be in Secret Invasion, so
He
I
is.
definitely think it's setting up stuff for him too.
also. I
But we'll
wanted
get
to
there too.
throw this out there. I feel like the implications of Wakanda breaking Ross out is going to be some things because it seemed like the American government wants some smoke with Wakanda, and this is only adding to that now. Like,
Say what you were saying. You say you think it's Thunderbolts, right?
I think it might be Thunderbolts. Yeah.
Time
Something.
a vow.
out. Last time I was on here, y'all didn't give a fuck about Thunderbolts.
Hey, guess what? I still don't. But I still don't give it one damn. I am not more excited.
Thunderbolts can be good.
Nope. I still. By the way, I think Thunderbolts could be good. I just don't care to see it until I see a trailer. But Val, the way Val was portrayed in this, got me a little excited with what she might put them in.
Yes.
Like situations she might have them doing.
'Cause she-
like once y'all brought up, they might pull up on Wakanda. I'm like, all these whites coming to Wakanda? Oh, I'll watch that war. But we got to see how they set it up for me.
No, for sure. So yeah, we get to that part. We get to the ending of that, and then we get Shuri. Yeah, Shuri and Nakia, and Shuri finally being able to let go of this grief and it.
This is post
She
credit
finally
scene, right?
burnt. She finally burnt
She
the
burns
guard.
the garb from the funeral,
Yeah.
and it before the mid credit scene comes in, it's just so therapeutic and cathartic for them to end the film this way because it's literally quiet. It's like her crying, and then you see the clips of Chadwick, but there's no music playing. There's no sound effects. It's the wind. You hear the wind, and that's
which
it.
is perfect.
And that
Really
movie ends, and then the credits start, and and you hear the Rihanna record, and I just feel like that was a beautiful way to end this film. Because usually these Marvel films, they always end on like this. You see the hero in the suit again, and it's like, all right, where are we going next? The Ventures.
There's loud bombastic score. And
Exactly.
That.
But this is such the opposite of that. It's like, yo, we're letting go and healing, as you know what I mean. And which leads us to the mid-credit scene. It's the introduction of
Who'd you say?
Toussaint.
Who'd you say they called him on the internet? There we go.
Toussaint, aka T'Challa.
Okay.
Look at Snowden.
Crazy.
Shout out to Taz in the group chat because that's what I wanted to steal that. I wanted to steal that.
There we go. No,
we stamping
whoever
it.
created that is T'Challa's everything.
We stamping that. It's
T'Challa.
T'Challa.
Yes.
Instead of Wakanda Forever, he just gonna pull like this. That's his new thing. That's hard.
So yeah, we got the introduction of T'Challa's son with Nakia, which is the reason why she kind of took a step back from Wakanda itself, because her and T'Challa was like, yo, we don't want him to grow up with all this pressure
madness.
And this madness on her.
Yeah, she would have been like Game of Thrones.
At least let him grow up as a child and be able to be free at first, because we know it's going. We know it's going to come.
Right.
But like at least as of right now, let him be a kid and let him grow.
So it go back to what Taz said. Like that's still the legacy of what Killmonger and changing their minds did to the fact where T'Challa kind of made his own little Killmonger.
Yeah.
I got a Wakanda outside of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Like Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa.
Yeah.
But he's now Eric. You know, he's Toussaint.
Yeah.
You know, like Killmonger has
deep.
It was crazy.
Got an effect on him. Yeah. Yeah.
So there were three things that stuck out to me about the mid-credit scene. One, naming him T'Challa is the smartest thing
of live. Come on, got to air horn that.
Because now there's never going to be
this recast T'Challa shit. Thank you, God.
We don't have to. He's here.
He's literally here. Here's T'Challa.
Because I was telling him, like, bro, he's T'Challa Jr. They didn't even call him that, but he's T'Challa's child. But what are they gonna call him when they pull up on him? They gonna call him T'Challa.
Right. Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
One day he's gonna come back for that throne, which is his birthright, and he's never gonna have to deal with it. And the second thing that was that clicked for me, I noticed this on the first viewing. We pointed it out before. In the beginning, Rwanda was like, I got to tell you something about your brother, by the way. It's because she knew about the kid.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
And I never noticed that when we were watching it until he said after the fact.
And I was like,
shit.
oh, that's why. Because, like, it was weird for me when she pulled up on Nakia and she didn't have more anger at her.
Right.
Like where the fuck were you? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's
she was
real.
like, hey, what's up, baby?
Nah, that's real. Yeah. It's like, we missed you, but yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Because that was so weird. I was like, you're not mad
I agree.
that she wasn't there?
Yeah.
But then, like, when Nakia was like, no, she knew about him. And I was like, oh.
Right.
And then the third thing that clicked for me in this little scene, going back to the first Black Panther, when T'Challa is talking to T'Chaka, and he's like, I'm not ready to be without you yet, blah, blah, blah. And T'Chaka goes, if a man has not prepared his kids for his death, then he's not a good father. And then Nakia goes, yeah, no. T'Challa prepared us for his death. We knew about it.
And she talked to him too. She was like, yeah, didn't you? And he was like, yup.
This is wild.
Even the son was like, yup, yes, he did.
Yep. Yes. And, it was like, and I was like, just the callbacks to the other film. He's only had one film by himself, essentially. But the fact that they did that.
In real life.
I'm like, this is, yes.
In real life, because
like,
he prepared his family
genius.
for him passing, you know?
Exactly.
They nailed
this
it.
This is beautiful. And what a fitting tribute to not only the character, but the man who played the character.
Real. Super real.
I was like, this is so good. And the fact that I'm seeing people call this movie like a 5 out of 10.
Don't even, I can't. I don't even want to, low-key, we shouldn't even talk about him.
Bro,
I'm not even paying attention.
That's
to
the
all
cool
that.
thing to do.
right?
That's the cool thing to do now. It's like when Drake or Future drop certain albums and they're like, oh, it's not hitting even though that joint's still
It's hitting,
bro,
right. That's real.
And to be honest, I've been like, I want an intelligent person to tell me why
break
this
it down
movie
for
is
me
not
if
like
it's bad.
I know.
If it's bad, break it down for me, please.
I want to get it.
I want to get it
because literally when we left the theater, I'm talking to you. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to think of problems.
No,
I have
he
with
was
this.
searching because
I'm
it
really
was so
trying to figure
good.
it out, like, but I can't.
Literally,
like
literally
I can't.
My only
I
problem
want
was
to.
the AO thing, and that was the.
And honestly, that is a valid, and that's the only valid thing I've heard from anybody. I think that was like a real issue with the movie. Like,
it's contrarian culture, man. People just want to fucking be against stuff.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
It's whack.
Yeah,
saying the movie was amazing, bro.
Period.
It was, man.
The action was stepped up. The music,
everything stepped up.
Costumes, bro.
Yes.
The costumes were immaculate in this movie.
I agree.
Lupita's suit.
Yes, it was.
We'll go back to it. Yeah.
She did look stupid though.
Yeah.
That one scene, I was just like, just walk a little bit further. Walk a little bit further. And she did it.
She did it. He was about to get there like, we won. We won.
You know something I usually have problems with? When non-Spanish people speak Spanish in movies, she sounded.
Hold up.
No,
she
wait.
is Mexican.
Fun fact, she's Mexican. Yes, fun. Most people don't know.
Yeah,
Who?
she's a Mexican
Lupita's
citizen.
Mexican.
Yes.
Lupita Ny'ongo.
Mm-hmm.
The heck? Yeah,
She's Kenyan, but she grew up in Mexico.
Grew up in
and she's a
Mexico.
citizen of Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's, okay.
That's why, right.
That's why I was so.
Makes sense, right? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because you ain't never lied though. It was hella fluent. It was so fluent that when he told me that, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Listen, 3,000
like,
fun
okay.
facts.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Find out today that fucking
That Lupita's
Mexican.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So one thing we all glossed over just because we were trying to get through the review, and I wanted to ask everybody's opinion on the elephant in the room.
Sure.
What did y'all think about the Ironheart Mark II?
I like it.
Personally
People
liked it.
apparently hate it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I don't
They're
get
trying
it.
to compare it to all these other things, and I'm like, no. This is fine as a second suit.
As a second suit.
We know she's going to get another one.
That's what I'm saying.
But then, like, one of my friends pointed out, he was like, yeah, the suit's fine. I just didn't like the cornrows on top. And I was like, what? And then he
There
showed
is
me-
cornrows
if you
in the
look up-
suit.
If you look up a picture of the
Okay,
Ironheart suit,
I will say
It has a little
the
indentation
cornrows
in it.
is a little weird.
There's
like
not
it, though.
cornrows.
I
in this
like
shit.
it.
There's not
like-
cornrows.
Then what is it? Oh,
It's like
you know
the
the
little
Lolita?
indentations
No,
on
it's
it.
actually
To the top of her
yeah.
head.
Look at the top
It's
of her head.
cornrows on the mask on the.
on the helmet at the top.
It's like
Maybe
like
it's supposed to be
for
because it's like
pros.
skin tight
Hey,
though. I don't
fucking
know.
you.
He just looked it up now. But again, maybe it's supposed to be like skin tight to her head. I don't know, but that's a little
I
tight.
like
She
it,
made it
though.
herself.
It's a little callback. Like, yeah, I am.
I didn't even peep
Like
that,
it's like a blackness thing.
Someone pointed it
I
out
like
to
it.
me. I was like, what are you talking
Wow.
It's like weird, but I'm okay with it. That's what I was
cool
saying.
with it.
Yeah,
Okay with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I like
Look
it.
at
And
I don't know if
honestly,
Trippy knows. I don't
It's
know.
going from 11 out of 10 to a 10.5 out of 10 for me.
That's
now.
okay. That's okay.
I didn't notice she had fucking braids on the suit. Like, what are we doing
My other friend was
here?
like, I like the idea of what the Midnight Angels are supposed to be, but I don't like the suits. And I was like, what about the suits don't you like?
Oh, I like the
And
suits.
like,
I love
he was
the
like,
suits.
I don't know.
Might
Let
be
me
my
Bro, they're
see.
literally straight out the comic
Straight
book.
out of comic book.
Wait. Here's his thing. He was like, that's it. And it was when Okoye's mask came off. He was like, I don't like the mask.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not
It looks a
fan
little
of
weird. Like when it just
When it's
folded
just-
out.
yeah,
It looks a little odd. But how the hell else was she? Unless if she could just take it off. That's the
And he
only
was
other
like,
way.
I'm not a fan of the Predator dreadlocks on the back of them. And
I-
was like,
yeah, I was
I thought they
iffy
were hard.
about
I
it.
won't
I
lie.
was
They are
iffy.
Predator dreadlocks. I thought they were hard.
I'm like,
though.
bro, look at the comic book. It's
Right.
literally the same thing.
Speaking
right,
of suits,
you're
right? Lupita's suit.
Oh my god.
No, for real though, because when she went underwater and,
when she had
and
the
her
mask?
drawing came on, that was fire.
You're funny.
That was
for
fire.
Trippy said, "I'm gonna get this shit off. Y'all gonna understand."
Hi, Lupita.
This is a Lupita. This is a Lupita podcast.
You gotta zoom in right
This
there
is a
for
Lupita
Trippy. There you
podcast. Yeah.
This is a Lupita podcast.
We appreciate her here.
Listen, Lupita.
Listen, Lupita. Listen, Lupita. Listen.
Wanda's man. Never mind. All right, but yeah, that's the end of the movie, right?
Yeah, that's
all right,
it.
I'm gonna say one thing before we say our general thoughts because it's still like a topic point, and then
Yeah.
all right, how do I break this down? So, do y'all remember everyone was yelling about Doom, Dr. Doom being in the show, right? We all were like, "Hey, is it real? Is it not real? Oh, I heard things." So when all of that was happening, maybe even a year ago now, or like at least a good amount of months ago, I don't know if y'all saw it, the concept art that came out of the clip, right? Since y'all know that Joan was real, they just took it out very validly to
Which is fine.
make the film about to. I have no problem with it. That shit is a 12 out of 10. I got no problem. But now that we're here and we can speak about it, want to bring up the Lake Bell thing again?
Oh yeah. So Lake Bell. So and I got this from shout out to Taz because I got a little bit of information from
Shout out Taz.
and plus all the information that we already had. So apparently Lake Bell's character was supposed to be Liberian. She's supposed to be a part of Doom's like inner circle. And those soldiers were supposed to be Liberian soldiers
Exactly.
that was on
But
that
they
boat.
never went into that.
But they didn't get into it.
So they probably did a reshoot.
Exactly. And that's I also feel like that's why maybe that post credit scene might have been Taz has said that one of the post credit scene was supposed to be Doom getting those soldiers that she brought. Remember
Getting them?
the soldiers from The UN. Remember she.
Okay.
She brought the soldiers that kind of tried to attack the lab. Doom going to get them
back. That's deep because I can bring it more into this, right? Because that's a little, unless that scene would have been a little longer than I'm thinking, right? And, you know, some of the scenes be like 2 minutes, some be 30 seconds, some be 10 seconds. You know what I mean? Because in that concept art, if y'all peep, remember Doom is talking to another person in that concept art?
Yeah.
That dude, somebody said that's the light-skinned dude.
From Secret Invasion.
From Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
And he was not in the film, got nothing to do with the film, but Everett Ross, Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Seems like we're still getting Doom sooner than you would think with them moving away.
On that ship, like the lake boat, did they say they were Laverian?
No, that's what apparently was taken out because they probably would have mentioned it at some point or would have showed you like this is where we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I just my thing. I'm glad they took it out, not just because the film didn't really need it,
right? But
the MCU is heading into this territory where if it doesn't have a cameo or some shit, people get upset.
That's real.
You know what I mean? Like, She-Hulk may not have been my favorite MCU series, but the way that everybody was like, I'm only watching it for Daredevil.
Yeah, that was so annoying to me. Nah, I feel that. Super feel that.
But it's still her show, bro.
Right.
You got like the cameo is just a cherry on top.
Every time.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is ass because I didn't get to see Nick Cage's Ghost Rider. It's
right.
Like, but at the end of the day, that's not the point.
That is not the point.
Would have been in this. I feel like that would have over the same. I have not seen this film yet, and I don't know if I'm going to. If I'm keeping it a buck.
Black Adam.
I knew it was Black Adam. Yeah, I'm still debating it too.
Superman took over Black Adam. Because no one talks to me about Black Adam. They
no,
talk to
it's
me
Superman
about Dr.
being
Fate
in it.
and
Yeah.
Superman.
Right.
And from what I understand,
he was fire.
Like you're into it right now. He's like, bud.
Superman is in that film for what I understand for 2 seconds.
He is, yeah.
And that's all anybody talks about. I would have hated if people would have walked out talking about
and
Doom.
only talked about Doom. I'd have been
Correct.
so pissed. That's a great point.
Hated it.
Oh,
I agree.
I'm glad that they made that choice to even remove.
They probably knew that.
Black
They probably knew
Panther.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked if they brought it up. Because if they just had to do the normal thing where they're like, "Oh yeah, a Laverian helicopter," and they just said it in script, but it was nothing more than that, I would have been cool with that. But had they did an after credit scene and showing you anything of Doom, it would have took, like he said, it would have been
Taken
what
away.
people talked about.
Yeah,
and it was too good of a movie to just
do that, ruin that.
and ending it with T'Challa was beautiful and it's perfect, and that's how it should have stayed to me. Yeah, after seeing the film,
And that's perfectly fine with me. Because the same way that, like, going back to 2015 with Age of Ultron, all they did was name drop Wakanda. And everyone who knew what Wakanda stood for went,
True. Right. Now you're right.
hey.
You're right.
They
Yeah.
didn't have to show a single
They didn't.
Black Panther.
I remember that.
They didn't have to show a black person. We just knew.
We
it was
knew.
them. So if they would have
I
said,
remember that was hype.
like he's saying, like, if they would have just said Latveria, we all would have been like,
Right.
Look at She-Hulk. It was a blog post that said Iron Man 3 is about to drop and a man with claws at a bar.
Yep.
And the Twitter went crazy.
Yep.
Oh, Wolverine.
yeah.
They didn't even talk about the episode.
You
Just
don't
talked
gotta
about the
go.
Wolverine.
You don't gotta be over the top. Like it's actually like you said for the people. If you know, you know.
Right.
It's even better.
That's all it's for.
To do it low key.
yeah.
It's really for us. It's not even for them. If you think about it, like when I mean us, people that really, we get into it like this.
Nah,
So,
facts. So yeah,
There's people who just enjoy the films to enjoy the film.
Right.
exactly,
like-
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, rest her soul. Like, my mom, she would watch these movies and be like, wow, that was pretty good. I don't know a goddamn thing that happened.
But that's fire though. Like,
And
yeah.
I'd be like, sure, mom. Spider-Man did this because of that. And like you said, for the general population, they make a film. For us, they make a comic book film. If that makes sense.
Exactly. No, that's perfectly said.
sure.
Perfectly said.
So we covered a lot of stuff here. So we could just give our closing thoughts. Everybody go around. So we could start with you, Snowden. Just giving what you think. Just final closing thoughts about the film.
Sure. This is easily now top 5, top 10 film. I don't care what anybody says. People try to argue that the first Black Panther isn't top 5, top 10, and I don't get it. But like this one, there should be no
doubt
about it.
Respect.
Namor, top 3 villain, in my opinion, maybe top 5. I might be.
I'm gonna put him in my
shitting
5. I gotta really think that. Yeah, I like that. I get you.
I'll give him 5 to 10. That's fine. But the writing was amplified in this film. The costuming, the music, the acting. The idea of having this side character step into the main role and everybody be worried, and to the point where there was so much discourse on who could be the new Black Panther.
Ain't that
No
crazy?
one right off the rip believed it would be her. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I was like, yeah, give it to Okoye. It makes more sense to give it to her. But the way that they did this film made so much sense for it to be her, and I loved it. And it took me a while to get to the point where I accepted it would be Leticia Wright's character, and I had to think about it in the sense of like Big Hero 6, where like the big brother who was into the shit tried to get the little brother into it. And the little brother was like offered pushback, and they were like, yeah, it's cool, but like I can do what I'm doing,
not
blah,
right.
blah, blah, blah. I don't really need what you're doing. And then when the older sibling gets taken from the younger sibling, there's rage and there's compassion that needs to be found through the younger sibling, through the people around him and the journey that he's about to take on to make him step into that role that the older sibling knew that they could be. And when I started thinking about it from that perspective, I was like, no, Shuri's the right choice. Yeah. And then for the movie to prove me right, it's a 20 out of 10. I don't care what anybody says. Those are my closing thoughts. I love the film.
Facts.
Also, I'm glad you said Big Hero 6. Shout out Big Hero 6. Nobody talks about that.
Underrated.
Great job.
Underrated.
Yo, real side note. Did y'all hear a long time ago? Could have been a rumor. I don't remember. You remember. Remember they were saying rumors that they were thinking about bringing in Big Hero 6 people in the MCU?
I mean,
they're
Marvel.
I know. And then it was going to be in Ironheart, though. But I don't know if they still doing it.
I kind of want them to.
That'd be lit. Lit.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think we would get the Disney-fied version of Baymax, or do we get the Dragon Baymax?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because in the original Big Hero 6, it was a dragon instead of
not of a robot.
Yeah.
I could see them doing dragons. I mean, like Shang-Chi. You know what I mean? So maybe. Maybe.
Yo, Pan, it's on you. Just give your closing thoughts on the film.
Movie was amazing. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. To have to make a movie
lost him for a sec.
Amazing, man. Like it was an emotional roller coaster. Can't even lie. I was there dropping tears, but they did a great job, man. From the casting to the score to just the shots, man, the color grading, like everything was amazing. Definitely. And I just can't wait till I can't wait for Quantumania next. So.
Right?
Yeah.
Never lie about that one.
Yep. Dennis, what you think, bro?
Yeah, man, dude, I love this movie. I want to give Ryan Coogler his flowers. I want to give Leticia Wright her flowers.
Yes.
I mean, she was amazing as Shuri. I thought, and I still hate people saying that this movie was missing a lead role or whatever like that. Like, yeah, come on, man. Like, Shuri was like freaking amazing.
Incredible, bro.
Like the way, like she was so cool in some of her scenes too. Like when they pulled up to MIT and she had the purple jumpsuit.
She was fly as shit. Yo, thank you for
bro.
saying that, because she had such a vast like she went from this to I'm vibing.
Right.
Like you're right.
Like posted up at the car like that. That was just like such a cool scene to me. And then like
versatile.
I feel like people just don't realize like how goated she is for making a synthetic herb and basically restoring the Black Panther tradition in Wakanda.
Yeah.
And,
that was like Tony Stark when he made the new molecule.
Yeah.
Like that was the kind of the same type scientific shit. We're like, y'all just breaking through.
No, that's right. And her being able to plant, I don't want to cut you off, but just her planting the flower back, and you see like it's back now. Back now. You feel me?
Yeah. So that, and then like the scene we were talking about where her intro into Black Panther dropping down from the ship was just crazy to me, and it hit so hard because it's crazy. We knew that scene was happening from the trailer. Like we knew she was gonna drop down as Black Panther, but then when it happened, it was like, God damn, yo, she looked really good at that moment and just demanded that respect right there. And then I guess the last thing was like her decision at the end to not kill Namor, and just like her thinking about her mother, and then like you see the importance of when Namor was showing her around to his people, and like she thought about that too. Like she thought about his people, she thought about her people, and then like it kind of was like the same thing when T'Challa was with Zemo, and we're like, we got to stop this. You know, we got to stop. That's what my mind.
No, that's real. That's a real
connection with like T'Challa with Zemo was what she did right there. So I thought Shuri was just amazing as like the lead role, and I want to see more of her.
I agree.
So that's basically, and then Namor was awesome as well too. Like I can't wait to see more of him. But I just wanted to give Leticia Wright her flowers for real.
Feel that?
Yeah, for sure. Trippy.
Facts. I think like they took so much care with this movie, right?
Yes.
Like of course the obvious of Chadwick Boseman, but down to the details and the more down to I feel like they was picking everything that worked in every Marvel movie and was like, let's go with this. Let's go with this. Even the tropes of like the villain arc of Namor, like they just they made you feel for him. They made you feel like he wasn't that much of a villain, but they also made you feel like, nah, he's gonna handle his shit
at
exactly when
time.
he needs
Yes,
to.
Sir.
Nah, he got one over on everybody. The element of stealth. Like I also think Ryan Coogler, give him the Avengers movies. He's proven with this movie.
Thank you for remembering. I wanted to put that out.
He's proven with this movie that he can do the Avengers movies. He can handle it. He can handle mad storylines in one thing. Okoye storyline, Riri storyline, Shuri storyline, Queen, like Everett Ross and Val. Like he did all of that in this movie. Yeah. Like
you put Kang in his hand.
Oh my God! Stop, bro! Stop! I don't even want to think about that right now. I can't.
It's amazing. I mean, just the attention to detail. Period. I think. This is easily like a top 5 Marvel movie. Could be reaching up top 4, top 3. I think they got just so many ways you can run with this. Namor is a villain that literally fucks with everybody in the comics. So I'm like you said, I'm glad they didn't kill him because Ultron should have had way more of a life.
Everyone always says that,
than he did. So this is them learning from their mistakes and saying everything that worked in this huge saga that we managed to figure out. We going double. We going harder. The stakes is harder. We got Kang and Namor. It's gonna be crazy.
And like you said, Doom too.
like you said, 20 out of 10.
Right?
20 out of 10.
20 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, Zen. Unless you want me to go.
You can go ahead. I'm pause.
There's so much to say that it's like I shouldn't say it. Like, what is there to say? We all said it. Like, it's easily one of the greatest Marvel movies they've made. It's like if you debate outside of that, I feel like you don't know what you're talking about. It's just period.
Right.
That's you can have it in any ranking you want, but it's one of the best at the least. Man, I don't know. It's pointless to even bring up the Phase 4 thing. Like, what is this? His own phase. I'm not even like I don't, and I love Spider-Man. I loved Spider-Man. This is crazy. Like you know what I mean. I felt like this was such a human movie. Like you know what I'm saying. It made you really feel things like deeper than just like, oh man, like I'm connected to this because I watched these other movies.
Right.
You know what I mean.
Right.
I don't know. Everyone did a phenomenal job. I hope Angela Bassett gets her first Oscar.
Yes.
At least a nom, bro. If you don't give her the first Oscar,
doesn't have an Oscar.
I don't even want to talk about that right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's another thing. Do you know, this is random, do you know that so many people don't got them? You know Kendrick Lamar gave Snoop his first Grammy?
Because he didn't have one.
That's crazy.
All that shit don't make no sense.
Don't make sense. Anyway, that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, I hope she gets one. I hope that Shuri just stays. Leticia Wright stays because, you know, we heard a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And I don't care, bro. I just want to see her be Shuri again. She's
After this,
fire,
bro,
dog.
I can't see it.
She don't even got to stay being the Black Panther for a long time if that's not what she's trying. You know what I mean? If that's not their plan, cool. I need to see her again.
She made up for not wanting to take the vaccine.
Right.
Like,
100%. Don't take no vaccines ever again. Throw away all needles for her. It's fine. I don't care. Like,
she performed like that.
Right.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy about Shuri is like she went from like T'Challa's little sis in the first film to like she felt like our little sis,
bro.
Real,
I
mean, that's
bro. I felt
bro, we're connected. That's what I'm saying. The human thing. I felt like we a part of it. Like,
when she came down with the suit on to M'Baku, bro, I felt
proud.
Yeah.
I genuinely felt proud.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
Lifted everybody's morale.
Yes.
Big time.
Do you know how crazy it is to know that you're doing that while making a movie though? Like this scene is going to do this to them.
Yeah.
Because we all talking about it like, oh yeah, y'all theater did that too. You did that too.
But the same thing happened in real life to her. Like the same way he passed in real life and she had to pick up the mantle. Like she had to become Black Panther. Like
honestly, I gotta call that out one thing before I stop. Everyone is obviously really affected by what really happened to Chadwick Boseman, and to me, you could even tell, at least off of that first time that I saw it, when Queen Ramonda dies. Yes, she's emotional. Shuri is emotional. She's very sad. It is not the same as that first scene. It is not.
Really,
and I'm not mad about that at all. She did great. Yeah,
they were.
Like you could see it. She was broken, and that. Fucked me up. You know what I mean? Like, it was no acting, right? That wasn't even about T'Challa. That was Chadwick Boseman's
holding
going.
her bag, and it was crazy, bro.
Yeah, like again. So she just hats off to everybody, and Ryan Coogler is literally
where, like,
a genius.
They're looking at T'Challa's like coffin.
Yes,
and she's standing there, and then goes back and like, throws herself on it, bro.
That broke me. That broke me.
I want to know, like, how long did it take them to do that one take? Was it a lot? Like, did they have to keep going through that emotionally? That's a lot.
I'm curious. Are we going to get a Marvel Assemble for this, bro?
I need one. Oh my God.
Would it be that so much happened behind the scenes and it was so emotional. Yeah. Are we gonna get? Because I
Maybe
really
not.
want that. I want that Marvel Assemble for this.
I really do.
To be able to see how they made this film.
I gotta watch some more interviews with people.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
I was getting my thoughts, but y'all done covered everything.
That's what I was saying.
So I ain't nothing for me to really say. Only thing I can, just to echo what Trippy said, just the care and thought that they put into this film. You could see it from all the performances, from the visuals, the story. You could tell Ryan knew the assignment.
Yes,
you feel me, and he knew what this was going to mean for people. He knew the weight that was on this film, the weight that was on him, and he executed. And I'm also like I was saying, proud of Shuri. I'm proud of him to be able to rise to that task. Well, so many people doubted him. So many people was throwing stuff on him. Even myself, like we had those conversations. Like, yo, I don't know, man. We got to see.
Look at you admitting to it. Yes.
And it's like, yo, I'm proud.
Accountability.
I'm just proud that he was able to do that. And us being who we are and doing what we do, and talking about this comic book movie film stuff, to be able to see somebody that looks like us, to be able to do what he did, is amazing to see and inspiring to see. You know what I mean? So that's I wanted to get that off.
Yes,
oh, you turned it down, damn it! I was applauding you. He had turned it down.
So real quick before we get out of here, we got a voicemail to play from Rico. He wanted to come, but he wasn't able to make it today. So we're gonna play his thoughts on.
We blacked out today. Yes.
So give me 1 second to pull it up.
Yeah, this was a good episode.
Thank you, man. Yeah, no, I'm glad all y'all were here. This was perfect. Yeah, I don't know if it's in the. You can just like pop his face up on it or something. Like when you do it. One day we all gotta attempt to see it. Snowden far. Dennis, where you at?
So what?
Where are you like located in your life?
Oh, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Damn, y'all far. Shit, I was like, we should see a movie one day.
Nah, I'll make it. All
right,
I was gonna say I drove to Ohio before. It's not too bad.
Ain't that bad, right? All right, for a movie though.
Nothing to jump on a scale.
I went to Cedar Point. I went to Cedar Point out there.
We'll do that movie and then we'll do a pod and something afterward. We can make it a thing.
Yeah, let's make it a thing. Make a little. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be lit. We definitely should.
Down for that.
Cool.
Sometime in February for Black History Month.
Okay. What's coming out though? I don't think we got
Quantumania.
February. It's not March. It's February.
That is February. Yeah.
Okay, all right, get y'all schedules ready. I'm with that.
Kang is Black History Month. And Black Future Month and all of that.
Don't make you going hard right now.
Say no more.
All right, so I'm going to play this clip.
All right, yeah, Rico.
I think it's cool.
Yo, this is Rico, a.k.a. Rico the Artist. I am a friend and fan of the Listen 3000 podcast. Just want to give a quick shout out to the guys and give my opinion on Black Panther 2. Great movie, great way to analyze angst and anger and depression and dealing with grief and all of that type of grief and still be a superhero movie. I look forward to eventually digging in deeper with the guys, but just a great movie. So yeah, shout out the guys, and I'm excited to talk about it, but I want to hear what you guys think about it. So talk to y'all later. Shout out to Listen 3000 Podcast. You can follow me on all social medias at _Rico the Artist. Peace.
I feel like we answered.
Yo, this is Rico, a.k.a. Rico.
I like his. He only had 40 seconds. He got that off.
No, that's fact. Shout out to Rico.
Yeah, I know y'all couldn't hear it, but you'll see it when you see the pod. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Shout out to Rico. And thank y'all all for pulling up on us today, man.
For real,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Y'all are
Listen, 3K.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Bow.
did y'all want to get y'all socials?
Right, give it one more time. Everybody go. Snowden first.
You can find me on at Mr. Snowden's Neighborhood on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. And I make fun content, and I love having conversations like this. So please reach out.
Yes. Pain.
Hey, what's going on? Y'all can find. Well, I guess I should give out the clothing brand page since it's the.
Of course.
We just did the collab.
Of course.
I got my chains on right now. If you can't see, you feel me? I got my chains.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Feel me?
So y'all can follow at ChangedbyLuLu. That's the Instagram page.
Hey.
And my personal page is Flowerman Pants. So that's IG.
Gotcha.
Tennis.
So yeah, I'm the alternate timeline on YouTube. You can subscribe to us, and then on socials, it's at the alt time on Twitter and on IG. And we're running a giveaway right now, man.
Hey,
we got a
shout
Black
out
Panther right now. Got a Black Panther giveaway right now.
Sick.
His first MCU appearance.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, Definitely participate.
For sure.
For sure.
You already know the kid
Yes,
at Lord
sir.
Trippy _ at highest basement. You already know.
Yes,
HBC.
Yes.
Quick.
Yeah.
Hey,
So thank y'all for watching. If y'all made it this far, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on
Yes,
YouTube,
please.
man. Help us out. That helps us out tremendously.
Yes.
Keep telling your friends and everything about the podcast.
Come on, let's
we
salute.
here. We got Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda
You
Forever,
feel me? We
guys.
here. You know what I mean?
I'm about to do the bounce.
Yeah. But nah, man. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening, man. We'll be back next week. And yeah.
Oh wait, we forgot one thing. It was kind of real quick. It was pretty cool how they have the Wakanda Forever and they had the joint.
They got the joint for
Forgot
Namor.
about that. That was tough.
Yeah.
That mean you dick eating. Your mouth open.
Never. All right, y'all.
Fuck out of here.
That was it.
Fuck out of here.
Oh my God.